Now launching. The dumbest radio show in America. Welcome to Common Man and T-Bone.
I just traded in my car, but my old Lexus goes to them, which they presumably cleaned up and sold. If the people who bought that car knew what I was doing in that car.
What are you doing?
Everything.
What do you mean everything?
Picking and flicking and farting.
They clean it.
You can't clean the memories. You can't wash the memories. The car knows.
Yes, but you don't.
It's an entity.
Featuring Panama Ted.
Too hot.
Timmy Hall.
I will rub one on my face.
And a collection of profane noises.
Coach? No, Dom.
I'm a genetic freak. And I'm not normal.
I want me some glory hole. I'll keep it in the room. Stop breathing. It used to be a lot longer.
The numbers don't lie.
Bah! Bah!
This is Stupid. This is Man and Bone.
It is Wildcard Wednesday. Welcome in. Hello, Bone.
Hello, man.
Very wild today.
Yeah, I know. It's a wild card Wednesday.
Wild.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else it is today?
What is it today?
The Slavery is Bad edition
Ah, yes.
of the show. It's Juneteenth today.
Happy Juneteenth, an American holiday, rightfully so. The end of slavery, as we were, finally everyone in the country was notified of that officially happening. So
Slavery, bad. That's my hot take of the day.
Agreed.
Bad.
If that is a hot take for you, go ahead and turn the show off.
Back.
If you're like, I don't know, that's a little touchy for me. All right, then just go away.
Straight to sports guy.
Yeah, right. If that's a touchy one for you, go away.
Back when I was banging, I used to listen to a guy on sports radio on the Score in Chicago. His name was Mike North.
Okay.
You know Mike North, even though you don't know Mike North, because that's where my guy comes from. He used to do that for everybody.
Sure.
Everybody was his guy. This is Mike North.
You got him all hot. Right.
He still is out there doing things. You can follow him on Twitter. He's got like 100,000 fake followers to make himself seem relevant.
There's no way that man has 100,000 followers on Twitter. No
freaking way. But Mike North would have like these special days. And one of the days he would have, and again, this is like 1997, okay? One of these days he'd have Hug a Black Day. He would just encourage all the white people in the audience to go out and hug a black person to show them that you care. I'm not going to have you hug a black today.
I don't.
But
I don't.
Think about them. That's all I'm saying. Think about a black day.
I think I don't know where that's. You got him all hot. There's a part of that where that seems like a nice gesture, but there's a part of it seems like a very not nice gesture from Mike North.
He was trying. I mean, it's not something you would do today, but he would also do it like Hug a Jew Day. He would do that.
Just, okay.
I don't know how you would identify.
How about hug a person that you like because you don't have to look at what they are on the outside?
That's fine. See, you and I have grown to where that's acceptable.
Right, okay. Yeah.
But on this day where we remember the absolution of slavery.
Sure.
Right?
Getting rid of it.
Think about a black day.
You got them all hot. Think about the pursuit of freedom for all.
Right.
Continuing to do that. That's what the holiday's all about.
I was once called the first black host on the Fan.
There's no way that's true. There's 100% not the case.
All, it is true. I was called that,
but you were not.
But it's not true.
I'm saying there were black people who hosted shows on the station before you did. I'm very sure of
it was in the same vein of like, Bill Clinton's the first black president. They used to say that back then.
Also wrong.
Again, wrong.
Also wrong. But I think when that was said, the idea was he was trying to listen to the plight of black people who said,
that's right,
equality is not quite where it should be.
That's right.
Either way, neither of those is factually true.
Yes.
Just so we're clear. Good.
All I'm saying is that I was in a grocery store once, fan came up, said, I've been listening to you forever. You're the first black host in the history of the Fan. You're invited to the cookout.
Oh, okay.
And I said, great. I reminded him of other black hosts on the Fan. He said,
Yes.
no, doesn't count. Okay. You're blacker.
That doesn't. I don't. You got him all hot. You're Chris Rock. You're his second
Bigger
special.
and blacker.
Also, people are reminding us in the comments section that Chops is apparently a black host. If you remember that from a few months ago.
That's right.
Or not a few months ago, a few
People
weeks
were
ago.
surprised to find out that Chops was not black.
We had people in our YouTube chat, which you can see the YouTube stream. It's up there on YouTube, live streaming every day, all of our shows all the time. 971 The Fan on YouTube. Go search it up. In the chat, one of the first days that he was on screen, we had a person commenting saying, this is the first time I've realized he's a white guy. So
it's like the story that Harold Reynolds, longtime baseball analyst, and he was a player back in the day for the Mariners.
Yeah.
He was doing a segment on MLB Network, and he was doing his spring training tours, going around to different clubs and, hey, I see this guy, and I like this young player, and whatever.
Sure.
At the time, Jacques Peterson was coming up for the Dodgers in the Dodgers system. And people have heard about Jacques Peterson. And yes, it would be very easy just to go to Google and search for Jacques Peterson. And then you would find out very clearly that Jacques Peterson is just a white guy, right? But Harold Reynolds told this story about how he was so excited to meet Jacques Peterson. And then he shows up to Dodgers camp. The PR guy brings in Jacques to meet him. And he's like, well, who's this? Well, this is Jacques Peterson. Jacques not a black guy? No. He says, I've never met a white guy named Jacques before. He says, well, welcome. I'm here. But Harold Reynolds was devastated.
Also, Harold Reynolds, I've just confirmed, has never been to France. I'm going to guess there are a few people.
It's a country full of Jacques.
There was Jacques Villeneuve back in the day, race car driver. Jacques Cousteau comes to mind.
That's what makes this show special. We can talk about poop, we can talk about pee-pee no worky, and we can sit here and we can solve race relations. We can do
I don't
it
know
all.
if we did that, then God bless. I don't know that we did that, but we'll take it if that's what happened. Well, we're doing our best.
Willie Mays has died at the age of 93.
Yeah, sad to hear that.
Or as Steve Levy said on TV last night, gone too soon, Willie Mays.
Well, I mean, sure, like gone too soon because we'd never want to see anyone that we care about die. So anytime they die is too soon. But to your point, he lived 93 years.
Yes, 93 years.
That's a very robust lifespan.
He is one of the greatest players of all time. And look, I talked about this when we had the 80th anniversary of D-Day. I think it's a natural part of life, right? I mean, we can't live forever. Despite what Elon Musk tells you, we're all going to die at some point.
Right. You cannot reverse engineer life.
But I always find it sad when generations pass away, because their stories go away too. The World War II veterans, they're all passing away. My grandfathers were both in World War II. They fought on each side of the war.
Right.
And their stories are gone. There are people who are old and still alive who can tell you these stories. But, Willie Mays played for a short time in the Negro Leagues. He played for the Brooklyn Dodgers. And then, of course, they moved to Los Angeles. He missed a year of his career because of military service when it was common to do those things.
Yeah, well, I mean, what a career to have, given all of the just in general, to be a good ball player, or as good as he was, as legendary as he was, never mind all the other obstacles.
No,
right?
It's sad when a guy like this passes away, not just because you remember he was before my time, before your time. We appreciate him and his numbers from a baseball history perspective, but just from a pure history perspective, it's sad when these men and women pass away.
Yeah, I think this is why it's so important to get, and obviously there's been a lot written about Willie Mays and a lot of interviews done, and a lot of his career has been, detailed and preserved. That's why it's important to do that. I mean, while people are alive, where you can appreciate them, where they have their ability to recall some of the things they went through or some of the things they've experienced, those are invaluable. And the perspective that he brought to baseball, let alone all the great highlights and all the great plays and everything else. But for the majority, I think, of the people listening to us, they never saw him play live. What you've experienced, what I've experienced with Willie Mays from what he was doing while we've been alive is preserving and growing the game of baseball and getting a new generation to appreciate what there was and what happened and what players went through, and also how brilliant the game was back then. It's to show that game also was just, as many stars as you can think of came from the era that he played in, and he was probably outshone all of them.
No, there's not a lot of guys that are alive today that can relate to walking into a baseball clubhouse and being the only one that has dark skin.
Right. Yeah.
And that's something that he had to deal with during his career. That is something that many had to deal with during their career. All those guys are passing away, and their stories go with them. But that's why I think it's so important for historians to step up to the plate and keep telling these stories. I always talk about the Negro League Museum in Kansas City. There is a man who runs that museum. His name is Bob Kendrick, not the one who's on TV here.
No, right.
But he's a very nice man. He's down in Kansas City, and I'm quite sure he's this type of guy. Don't hold me to it, but if you go to the museum and you say, hey, is Bob Kendrick available? He'll probably come out and say hello to you.
Right.
And just point you in a couple directions that you may find interesting. But it's important to continue to talk about these things and keep history and these records so that future generations can look, can observe, can learn. And learn. We'll inevitably make all the same mistakes that we do because we're flawed human beings. But you know what I mean.
Well, let's hope we try to adjust in society and not do that.
We're flawed, so we fail. But it's important to continue to tell these stories.
Can I also point out how old you have to be 93 years old?
Old.
No, the catch, right? Everybody knows the catch. If you're a baseball fan at all, you've seen pictures or video of Willie Mays making the over-the-shoulder ridiculous catch.
One of the greatest catches, especially under the circumstances in the history of baseball.
Yeah. Game 1 of the World Series. You know what year that World Series was?
Was that 58?
I'll tell you. I am 41 years old. I have 3 children, all that. I'm old in my mind. My parents are the age where parents are retired, right? So that's where my mom and dad are. My mom is the oldest of the two of them. My mom was born in 1955. He made that catch in 1954.
Oh, it was 54. All right.
So what I'm saying is my old-ass parents, my children's grandparents, were not alive to see that live.
Yeah, that's how news, 93 old.
I'm just saying, when you hear 93 and you think, wow, that's a person that's very old.
Hi.
You have no idea. Think about how
old
that is. It's incredible that he made it to 93 and that we had the ability up until the last few years to really hear those stories from him. So you're right. You got to appreciate him while you have it.
Absolutely. We had some drama last night, and we will do some Wildcard Wednesday fun. Coming up next, Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You should know that westbound 33 between Post Road and US 42 is currently closed due to an accident and to seek an alternate route. We also have an accident on the right shoulder of eastbound 70 on the east side before 270, causing a slowdown from Hamilton Road. This report is sponsored by Put-in-Bay Chamber of Commerce. Give them joy on Put-in-Bay. Laughter jumping into the pool, delight from a hole-in-one, and amusement riding a train, golf cart, and carousel. Plan your weekday island getaway today at visitputinbay.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Are you not able to enjoy the summer as much as you want because of joint pain? This is the time of year for being outdoors. It's the best, but not if your knees, shoulders, hips, or back are hurting. Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Don't suffer any longer. Non-surgical joint pain relief is here at QC Kinetics. Call them today. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. I'm talking about lasting pain relief with no surgery, no drugs, and best of all, no downtime. QC Kinetics advanced treatments harness your own body's biologics and help restore and repair damaged joint tissue so you can walk, run, hike, play golf, move, swim, all pain-free. QC Kinetics is under the leadership of former orthopedic surgeon Dr. Mitchell Sheencup, a true pioneer in regenerative medicine. They have locations in Columbus, in both Gahanna and Dublin. Their advanced protocols have enabled tens of thousands of patients to reclaim their mobility. So go check them out at QC Kinetics/Columbus or give them a call, 380-208-4544.
It was a quiet night in Columbus, maybe a little too quiet. Me, Philip Flapper, plumbing detective. I was finishing up for the night when she walked in. Long hair, 2 legs. a couple of arms, a nose, elbows. Pretty standard equipment for this neighborhood. I looked at her, she looked at me, and then we did that thing where we both spoke at the same time. What can I do for you? I'm sorry, that was awkward. We went on to talk about clogs, funny odors, water going down the drain too slow. This is above my pay grade, I told her, and gave her this website, apexpros.com. They're the pros who knows, the kinds of plumbers who don't mind getting their hands dirty. And believe me, what's down those pipes is dirty. Ugh, call the pros, Apex Pros. And that was it. She walked out of my life, using those legs I told you about earlier.
Hi, it's Alex, the friendly Apex Bear from Apex Pros. Apex plumbers are the pros who knows. ApexPros.com.
Much like a vampire, we need to be invited into your house. But once we're in, we never leave. Listen to The Fan on your Alexa or Google Home smart speaker. Just say play 97.1 The Fan and prepare to be amazed. Do it now.
If you have to cross your fingers and hope for the best every time you go to open your garage door, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, we fix crappy garage doors. Straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
At Sunny Street Cafe, we scoff at the notion that restaurants should only have one tagline.
'Cause we
have 7.
Like our number 4.
Sunny Street Cafe. Breakfast and lunch classics you would expect, and some tasty concoctions you wouldn't.
Now with 8 locations.
Hey there, friends. It's Bo Bishop here, and I want you to picture this. Cannonballs into the lake, s'mores at the fire pit, sleeping under the stars. Well, that could be you when you visit my friends at RCD RV. RCD is having its summer open house, and you don't want to miss it. Huge RV savings all month long in June. New travel trailers as low as $14,995. The area's widest selection, over 600 new and pre-owned RVs in stock. Start your summer adventure at RCD RV. Visit one of the 3 Central Ohio locations or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
Do you know someone struggling to figure out their mental health benefits? The Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office is here to help. Find us at insurance.ohio.gov/GETMHIA or call us at 855-438-6442. Don't wait. The Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office can help you figure out what mental health insurance benefits may be in their plan. Call us today at 855-438-6442.
Did you know 38% of Ohio's teenagers have spent money on gambling in video and online games? Items like mystery boxes, skins, and spin to win mimic gambling, putting children at a higher risk of experiencing a gambling disorder as an adult. So get in the know about youth gambling and start the conversation with discussion guides, parent resources, and more at ChangeTheGameOhio.org. That's ChangeTheGameOhio.org.
Don't let a cold, sinus infection, or allergies ruin your day. Breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier with Navage. Visit Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or a store near you.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Another hot one out there today. Luckily, the cloud cover will keep us a little bit cooler, going 93 for the high. Cloudy skies will linger into tonight. The sunshine is back for tomorrow. When you wake up on Thursday, it'll be 77 degrees and very warm out there. The sunshine will be in full force tomorrow afternoon with a high of 96. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud with your Doppler 10 forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Uncomfortably talking about food.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
This is Man and Bone.
Happy Wednesday. It is Wildcard Wednesday. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, jump in the chat. We're on YouTube. Go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, live stream, and then the chat comes up. Please ignore the fat, gross people that are on the screen.
Yes, don't look at us.
Just
you can listen to us.
Enjoy the chat. That's all.
Yeah. Do you want some wild cards here?
After I tell you about this.
Oh, yeah, do your thing. Yeah,
all right, so I was looking at the burner phone this morning. I missed this message from yesterday. And I just I like how you feel so connected to us, but there's sometimes I wonder, it's like, what do you think we're going to do? So this dude sends me, I assume it's a dude, I don't know, sends me a text on the burner phone and says, hey, I work at the Taco Bell on Central College Road.
All right.
I want you to stop by and ask for me. Just ask for Saltine.
Oh.
I'm working until 11 tonight.
This was yesterday.
So I missed Saltine. I just love how, hey, you're going to go home and have dinner with the wife and kids? Nope. I got to go to Taco Bell on Central College Road and go meet Saltine.
Well, first of all, he doesn't necessarily know where you live. Maybe he doesn't realize that's not necessarily close to you.
I'm going to pull up to the speaker and say, hey, is Saltine there?
I would.
For what? $14 worth of free Taco Bell?
Bodie's in for Panama Ted today. Bodie, if this was on your way home.
Bodie's not doing
and
that.
And you knew a Saltine would help you out with maybe taking a little, I don't know, give you $5 off or maybe even give you the meal, comp your meal. Are you going to ask for Saltine at the Taco Bell?
Yeah, I think it's safe to say if anybody's texting in on the burner phone, that's somebody that really cares about this show and cares about you, Mike.
I'm saying you might get...
So I should go see Saltine?
Sure, why not?
All right.
I mean, there's other people there. If it was a one-on-one situation...
Maybe if Trisket was there, then I would go.
By the way...
Wheat thin.
Downtown Dad is saying, is this the New Albany one? Is this the New Albany guy? He was in the chat. He offered Taco Bell in the chat on YouTube. On the live
must
stream.
Be him.
Okay. So
let me ask you, anybody in the chat, did you go and ask for Saltine? If you did, I want to know what happened.
Also, now, whoever's listening to us, like all over the city, is going to be descending upon the location. You're going to get 18 people going like, is Saltine working today? Saltine, I feel for you, brother. Just in advance, you need to ask if it's me or Common Man.
Where were you? Well, I drove to New Albany, went to Taco Bell, asked for Saltine. He gave me some coupons for a free visit next time. Also a back rub.
You know, Rothman goes out towards New Albany.
Oh, yeah, I know. Hey,
he's not now. He's off. He's off this week.
Saltine there.
Maybe we should tell him because I don't know. Do you think Rothman hits up a Taco Bell?
No.
I'm. When do you think the last time
Taco
Rothman's
Bell
been to Taco Bell
is beneath him?
I actually think we can at some point do a whole segment on this.
I'm going to say back when Glenn Bell was banging.
Glenn Bell.
He's founder. Owner and founder
the Bell
of Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Yes.
Right. Yes, of course.
Exactly. And he has a show on AM radio, Glenn Bell or Glenn Beck.
The fusion of entertainment and enchiladas. I don't know.
Saltine there.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you at the station here, just of the on-air talent. You've got morning show, you got, Bishop and Friends, Rothman and Ice, us, Buckeye Show. We are probably the most frequenters of Taco Bell. Or
who
do you
else
think
is going to Taco Bell?
Do you think there's someone else who goes more often than you or I?
No.
Because I'm going to guess the answer is no. I had Taco Bell this morning.
Okay, well, that's a hard fat no. Okay. No one goes more often than you.
No.
Beamer goes to Taco Bell.
Chops.
Chops used to go to Taco Bell. Skinny Chops is different from regular Chops.
I think he still goes, but he doesn't get as much.
Hi.
He
Just
loves
give me
Taco Bell.
Saltine.
I think he did a Taco Bell endorsement, if I'm not mistaken. So he better be going to Taco Bell.
No, he loves Taco Bell, but I mean, he doesn't eat that stuff a lot anymore.
Okay.
But I'll put him in the pro Taco Bell category. So Beamer, Chops. I don't think Reeser goes there. He's very fit.
Reeser, though.
He's running marathons.
No, but here's the thing. Reeser's one of those fit, yes, he's exercising, does all that stuff. He runs marathons. Reeser also, though, goes to he'll go out to concerts and he'll be out late at night. I could see there being a scene where there's a few of them in a car and they're like, where are we going to go? It's 12 o'clock at night. Let's hit a Taco Bell drive-thru. I think he does that.
So you put him in the pro column?
I'm going to say he goes at least once a month.
Okay.
I'm going to say he hits a Taco Bell once a month.
Boatman, how often do you go to Taco Bell?
Couldn't tell you the last time I've been. So it's been a minute.
That's shocking to me. Really?
Really?
Do you have a fast food?
Go ask for Saltine.
Do you have a fast food place? Bodie, do you have any fast food places you go to once a month, let's say?
No.
Wow.
I don't really eat fast food. Does Chipotle count? That's not really fast food.
No, it's not fast.
Not traditional, right?
If you don't have a drive-through, and
some of them do.
I guess you're right. Some of them do. Most of them don't. Okay.
That's bougie fast food. All right, we're not counting that.
So
yeah, I don't really eat out a lot.
So cross him off the list then.
That's right. Bodie's dead. Cross him off the list then.
There's no way. Bobby Carpenter's not going to Taco Bell, right? His body's a temple. No.
Unless they serve tequila there.
Reeser. Bo Bishop is not going to Taco Bell.
Bo's not going to Taco Bell.
I don't get the vibe that Rothman goes to Taco Bell.
Rothman's not going. Matty Ice doesn't allow himself to go.
No, he would.
He would, but he doesn't.
And he only on the weekends, he goes, he eats regular food on the weekends, but during the week he eats like a rabbit. He eats broccoli and stuff.
Yeah.
And then Timmy goes to Taco Bell, I'm going to say once a week. Once every 2 weeks.
No, he doesn't go that.
No? He's not a big Taco Bell guy?
No, he likes Taco Bell. It's just not in his regular rotation.
Okay. But he goes.
Yes, he goes.
Okay,
He's in the pro column.
All right. So, yeah. There we go. I'm glad that we did that. I'm actually very...
I'm going to say Paul Keel's no Taco Bell.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think
because Paul hates cheese.
Well, that's a thing. If you don't like cheese, Taco Bell may not be for you because a lot of what they're selling is a product with cheese in it.
Now, he's not anti-fast food, though. I mean, he's a big Skyline guy.
Yeah, but
Loves Skyline.
Well, what's interesting about that is Skyline, one of the selling points for me with Skyline
doesn't
is
get the cheese.
Massive pile of cheese on top.
He doesn't get the cheese, just gets the dog with the chili.
We're having a very different experience, he and I, when we go to Skyline. I just realized that.
Because you go for the cheese, he goes for the chili.
Absolutely. All right. Well, there's a fun exercise. Next, we'll do Who's Been to Burger King? Mike?
I mean, I've been there. I just get diarrhea every time I go.
Off the list.
No, I'll be there in 5 years. Every 5 years I go, I confirm I don't like it, get the squirts, and then 5 years from now, I'll be back.
All right. Of our recurring guests on this show, Rimmer, I'm going to say never a Taco Bell.
Don't be fooled by Rimmer.
No. I know previous Rimmer used to go to all the stuff.
No, but my point is that Rimmer will still, once in a while, go embrace the fat Rimmer that's not there anymore and pull that pin.
I did not know that.
Yes, because Rimmer has said that when he wants to eat,
he can still do it.
He does a double quarter pounder with cheese, with bacon, large fry.
All right.
I mean, he's going to town.
That's for real.
Yeah. Jason Stark won't touch it.
No, Jason's never going to Taco Bell. I know that. And then Rittenberg, Rittenberg is a Chicago guy who presumably...
I don't think he likes Taco Bell.
Well, presumably he's got a lot of great places like in Chicago where you can go that are more like, local places, stuff like that. But he's on the road a lot, traveling all over the place.
He's not going to Bell.
No?
No.
Okay.
I don't get that vibe from him.
I agree with you. I don't think so either, but I could be wrong.
I don't think anybody who's ever gone to Northwestern goes to the Bell.
Yes, but he's also someone who's like deadline guy at midnight and filing reports and then has to catch a flight the next morning and he's got 20 minutes to get to his hotel and grab some dinner before the next thing. Taco Bell might be the thing he occasionally has to hit up. I'm saying during football season, maybe he hits it up once or twice.
All right. Drama last night. Can we talk about that?
Sure.
You know what? I don't care. It's Wildcard Wednesday.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even going to be here next segment. You know who's going to be here?
Who's that?
Bone and Saltine. It's the new show here on The Fan. Common Man and T-Bone on The Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
Watch out for an accident that's blocking the left lane and causing almost an hour delay on westbound 33 at Post Road. It will be stop and go from 270. We also have slower traffic on southbound 270 on the East Outer Belt between Livingston Avenue and I-70. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart. Who stands between your vehicle and rust, bug guts, scratches, and your best friend riding shotgun? Refresh your ride with Z-Bart Detailing Services. For a limited time, scratch removal from only $29 and window tint starting at $99. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by The Waterworks. Trust the pros at The Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Visit thewaterworks.com today to get started.
When you're drinking a frozen beverage from McDonald's, your brain may not like how refreshingly cold it is. But the rest of your body, oh yes, it's gonna relish every moment of it. Because there are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's.
Refresh yourself with an any-size frozen drink like a Sprite Lemonade for just $1.79 and paired with a McCrispy and fries. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The best outcomes for treating cancer come from early detection and early diagnosis.
The James Cancer Diagnostic Center at Ohio State
is designed to provide rapid evaluation and a clear diagnosis.
We are transforming care by giving patients direct access
to cancer experts who study and treat cancer every day.
If you think you have cancer, the choice is clear.
Choose the James Cancer Diagnostic Center.
We go to war for you.
If you want answers, you have to fight. If you want compensation, you have to claw. If you want justice, you need to go to war. This is attorney Robert Scherger. Don't let the insurance companies take advantage of you.
warforyou.com.
Whether you're popping the question or ready to say I do, there's only one true jeweler to shop for your one true love. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. As a true jeweler, we not only have luxury designer collections to meet your bridal needs, but we also have talented in-house designers who can create something truly one of a kind. For more than 75 years, our expert staff has been caring for couples just like you and providing the absolute lowest prices guaranteed. Visit the Diamond Cellar on Sawmill Road or Easton Town Center. The possibilities are endless.
Skyline is turning up the heat this summer with Hot Met Cheese Conies, made with a premium Hot Met sausage from Queen City Sausage. But don't wait. Hot Met Conies are only at participating Skyline restaurants for a limited time. Come get yours today.
The Buckeyes are starting fall camp and we're tagging along. The Fan is broadcasting live August 1st through the 4th at Ohio State football practice. Morning juice and Bishop and Friends Thursday and Friday, plus live weekend programming. Let's go.
Some people just know there's a better way to do things, like bundling your home and auto insurance with Allstate, or going to the grocery store for milk instead of buying your own cow. You know there's an easier and better way. Save up to 25% when you bundle home and auto with Allstate.
Bundled savings vary by state and are not available in every state. Saving up to 25% is the countrywide average of the maximum available savings off the home policy. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for over 30,000 mouth-watering choices with savings beyond low prices, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. More savings and more inspiring flavors make Kroger worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
During our 99 cents produce sale, Cosmic Crisp apples and Roma tomatoes are 99 cents a pound, and corn is 3 for 99 cents with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
New 2024, up to 72 months Aria, N7A24.
Reichert Nissan has an announcement to make. 0% financing is now available for up to 72 months. Take a Reichert Nissan Aria home today and pay 0% for 72 months. But these low interest rates won't last long. Lock in your 0% financing at Reichert Nissan. Visit the Reichert Mega Mall off 270 and 33 or shop thousands of new and certified used at ReichertNissan.com.
Get the right car at Reichert.
We're dealing.
With approved credit. Residency restrictions apply. Offers cannot be combined. Dealer contribution affects consumer cost.
You expect your home to protect everything you love, but you don't expect the ways water is breaking down your basement and damaging your home. Mold, cracks, and of course visible water are just a few signs your basement is compromised. But there's one way to get answers to all your concerns. A free home inspection from Ohio Basement Authority. We put water back in its place. Get your free inspection at ohiobasementauthority.com.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Off topic is on brand. This is Man and Bone.
Looking at the YouTube chat, here's a question. How many Taco 12 packs do you think Common Man could eat in one sitting?
Oh.
I don't think I could do a full 24. I could probably do 20.
I mean, I could do the 12-pack.
Well, the 12-pack, no question.
Can I say this? I feel like if you were to remove the lettuce from the equation, you could do more. Because the lettuce, while being like a nothing calorie, it's filling. So if you took the lettuce, if you just get like the regular meat, cheese, soft taco with
cheating,
lettuce,
though, isn't it?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just pointing out that it's still you're eating the meat and the cheese and all the stuff that has calories in it, the things that actually have some type of energy in them. But your lettuce is just filling.
In tribute to saltine, I've got a sleeve of saltines here. We're gonna have some on the air.
Why?
In tribute to saltine.
Tribute to saltine.
He's in New Albany giving out free Taco Bell.
Did he die?
Here you go. Take one.
Thank you. Well, I'm taking a few.
I'd ask Bodie if he'd like a saltine. I don't think I've ever had a saltine.
Bodie, saltines? You ever been sick?
Yes, I have had saltines. Yeah.
And was it when you were sick?
Yes, it was.
Okay,
yep.
That's what I thought. That's exactly. Yeah.
Toast
to saltine.
Saltine. Enjoy.
I don't have any water, so.
All right.
No, it's not.
Okay.
There we go.
Dry.
Yeah.
Dry and crumbly.
Mm-hmm.
Who would willingly eat this?
What do you mean? It is delicious.
No, it's not. Look.
It's cardboard with salt on it. You like salt.
I'm not anti-cracker. I'm Uncle Cracker. But if I'm having a cracker, I'm having like a club cracker, a buttery cracker, a flaky cracker.
Mm-hmm. You know who eats these willingly? Your boss.
Old people?
Your boss. How did you get these saltines? They just magically appeared?
Yeah.
Who gave them to you?
Fish.
Why? When you go in there and you see him chewing and his mouth's moving because there's some food in there, 9 times out of 10, it's a sleeve of saltines he's eating.
No, you know what? It's not bad.
See? Look how he changed.
I mean, if I had club crackers here, I'd go for the club crackers all day, but I don't.
Sure. By the way, we had a couple updates on the who would eat Taco Bell, and then you can get to your story. One, Paul Keels, I went back and asked the voice of the Buckeyes, and he told me, I can't remember the last time I've had Taco Bell. That is a quote.
That does not surprise me.
Nope. So
he
we were right
doesn't
on
like
that.
cheese. It's got a lot of cheese.
Well, I even said that. I said, we thought because of the no cheese. He goes, well, you can probably get it without, but I haven't been in a long time. So there's that. Also, John and others in the YouTube chat said Bobby Carpenter told a story on the air apparently not too long ago where he was drunk and ate a whole party box in front of his wife. And then she was like sick to her stomach watching him eat all of this food. So
whose party box?
No, it's a thing you can get at Taco Bell where there's a bunch of stuff in it. All I know is Bobby eats Taco Bell.
Just entertain myself over here, right, Bodie?
We're just.
That's all I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. That's all we're doing.
No one else.
By the way, is Timmy coming in here at some point today?
He's eating his lunch over there. He just warmed up some spaghetti.
All right. Well, when he's done with that, he'll I'm sure pop in because
He's eating lunch. He was eating when I got here.
He's always
3
eating.
hours
He's
ago.
like Brad Pitt's character in Ocean's 11. He's eating in every scene.
It's nonstop with him. Yes.
Oilers going to Florida. They take care of business in Game 5. Now they have to travel all the way back to Edmonton. You know what happens there?
What happens there?
You know.
What happens? I think I know, but if you could tell me.
Look at my boobies, Jack.
That's right. That lady will be there. She'll be back. I'm sure that they got to bring her back, right? Good luck. And then
you got to bring her back.
Well, now, I mean,
everybody there.
Listen.
Any woman.
There's been one time, right, where a team has given up a 3-0 lead in the finals and in Stanley Cup finals. There's been one team, I think, right? Wasn't it in the 40s? Am I wrong?
Look at my boobies, Jack.
Whatever. Point is, it's so rare.
Thing.
I'm saying now, you're not at 3-0. You're at 3-2. So you've got Edmonton believing if they get this done on Friday night, suddenly it's down to one game. That's it.
That series in the 40s. I forget who was involved in it.
I don't even know if it was in the 40s. I could be wrong. All right. I'm sorry. Who was the series in the 40s? Go ahead.
Bodeman?
Yeah, it looks like it was Toronto against Detroit.
And who came back?
Toronto.
Toronto came back.
Yeah.
What I was going to say is in that pivotal Game 7 in Toronto, there was an old Canadian woman named Gladys who showed her tatas. She lifted. Oh, hey.
Look at my boobies, Jack.
Don't you know the boys need some encouragement there? And just showed them off.
Yeah, they didn't look like that. What we had in Edmonton.
Well, those were. I mean,
you think they were fake?
I mean, I don't know these things, but if I had to wager a guess,
plastic surgeons in Edmonton?
No, it's just a bunch of cow barns and pastures out there at Edmonton. They have
negative 40 there. Who needs to show off their figure?
What do you mean who needs to show off their figure? They have Summer. Who's she? I know. Got it. Thanks. Waiting for you to say it. Just left it there for you, and you weren't quick enough.
Oh, I got drunk and had a party box there. Hey, oh.
Look at my boobies, Jack.
Good times.
So anyway, they go back to Edmonton for Game 6. Crew in Miami tonight. Lionel Messi will not play.
Coward.
Dry your eyes.
Coward.
7:30 start time for
the crew.
For the crew. Are the crew ever playing a home game again, or are they just not coming home ever?
Saturday.
Okay.
They got a game Saturday night against, I believe, Sporting Kansas City, who is undetermined where they actually play, in Kansas or Missouri. More on that later. But yes, the crew, I will tell you something about this. I found a couple stats you might want to know.
Oh, I love stats.
One is that...
I'm going to have a saltine while you...
Go ahead. Your guy, Darlington Nagbe, tonight.
Bodie, come have a saltine.
Assuming he plays. Yeah, Bodie, have a saltine. And a sardine. We have those two.
They're dry and fabulous.
Darlington Nagbe. He will, if he plays tonight, which is expected that he will, that will be his 400th Major League Soccer regular season appearance. There are only 9 other players who have ever done that in Major League Soccer. So let him live. That would be a big event for him. Also, the amount of goals they are missing from this game, because Inter Miami, while they have like the best record in Major League Soccer, they do not have Lionel Messi. Here's this number. Miami scored 44 goals this year, which is insane. It's the most in Major League Soccer. Messi has scored 12 of those. Luis Suarez, who's also going to be absent from this game, he scored 12 of those. More than half the team's goals are going to be gone this particular game because of just those 2 guys. But then they've got other absences too. So this could be a very good situation for the Crew to catch one of the best teams in MLS without some of their biggest stars. Now all the Crew players are saying, we would like to play those guys, see how we could do against Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez, etc. They don't have to worry about it. They can go down there and hopefully take care of business. They've won 4 in a row on the road, something that has been a rare feat for any team in Major League Soccer to do, let alone the Crew. So let's see if they can make it 5 in a row tonight.
Roger says, if Sister Jean had shown her tatas, I bet Loyola Chicago would have won it all the year they made it to the Final Four.
Look at my boobies, Jag.
She looks like she's had some work done.
Sister Jean?
Yeah. No. Were you going to tell a story or did I miss that? Was there a tease to this segment or no?
No, I was going to talk about the Oilers.
Oh, that's what that was it. We did it. Okay, good.
Yeah,
I was just making sure I wasn't keeping us from something.
It's Wednesday.
I know.
What are you keeping us from? Sanity?
Yelled at from our
good radio?
By the way, Rich says, any Crew talk ahead on the show?
There you go. We just did it.
The others today have dissed them. # beat Miami FC. Well, there you go. We did it. And you know,
you don't want them talking about the Crew. They don't know anything. Let them live.
Well, I'm telling you, tonight, take it to the bank.
Well, all right. I will tell you know what? All kidding aside, it is cooler in Miami today than it is here.
If they've been practicing outside this week, which I presume they have, they'll be better conditioned for this than Miami will. So let's go.
All right. It's Wildcard Wednesday.
I have plenty of those.
All right, shut up. We got to take a break. Send us your tweets at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. 3093.
None 3.
None. Sister Jean.
That's Sister Jean's line.
None.
Right there. She calls that one. 3093.
Stupid. Let's talk about Don Waddell. Don Waddell, the new Jackets boss. He is telling you what the coaching search is going to be like. We'll tell you about it. You know what?
Go to break.
He's going to show us his tatas.
Why don't you go back there and eat a party box?
Donnie, show me your party box. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You should watch out for an accident that's blocking the right lane on eastbound 161 at Hamilton Road, causing some delay there. And we have slower traffic on westbound 670 between 71 and 3rd Street. This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Let Express Employment Professionals help you hire for contract or full-time jobs. Forget about posting jobs, sifting through resumes, and interviews with unqualified applicants. Go to ExpressPros.com to find the location near you. That's ExpressPros.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1. The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Glow Fiber. Glow Fiber Business is now in Ohio. With prepackaged and customized fully fiber optic business internet solutions, call 1-833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiberbusiness.com today.
When it comes to your roof, there's really one team to call, Newman Roofing. From the first call to the final nail, our team of professionals will be there every step of the way, answering any questions you have throughout the entire process. So give Newman Roofing a call today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit us online at newmanroofing.com.
Want a great choice with great value? It's great to drive Honda and save thousands with low 1.9% financing. All your favorite Honda models are in stock. Save big on a great selection of cars, SUVs, and trucks, like the new 2024 Honda Ridgeline, now with low 1.9% financing. There's never been a better time to buy a new Honda. Search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details for well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 7/8/24.
Guys, it's summer and it's time to do more outdoors. But do you feel out of energy, lacking motivation, and mental focus? It could be low testosterone. Low T affects millions of men, and it happens naturally. The solution, testosterone replacement therapy at Low T Center. It starts with a quick test, and results are fast. Don't wait. Take control of your health. And now Low T Center is offering a free initial test. So if you're over 30, schedule a visit at lowtcenter.com today. Offer till July 6th. That's lowtcenter.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Ohio, ready for some quick mental health facts? Let's go. Nearly 2 million Ohioans live with a mental health condition. In the U.S., more than 50% of people will be diagnosed with a mental illness in their lifetime. Depression is a leading cause of disability worldwide. So why are some of us still stigmatizing people living with a mental health condition when we know all of this? Let's listen to the facts and beat the stigma. Ohio, challenge what you know about mental health at beatthestigma.org.
Hello, loyal listener. Make sure to spend your summer with the Fan. Are you going on a road trip? Don't suffer through the bad playlists and hillbilly radio stations. Download the Fan app and take us with you. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
At Metal Supermarkets, we're all about getting you and your crew to quit in time sooner. That's why our service is a cut above. You see, no matter the project, we'll get you to the right metal, shape, and grade. Cut to any size, ready real fast. And yeah, we'll deliver. Leaving plenty of time for the important things, like opening an ice-cold can of aluminum. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience store for metal.
At Hollywood Casino Columbus, you're always in the driver's seat. Don't miss our $50,000 trucker cash giveaway at Hollywood Columbus. Pick between driving off in a brand new 2025 Ram 1500 or $40,000 in Penn slot play or $30,000 in cash. Grand prize awarded on Saturday, June 29th. Earn entries on your slot and table gameplay all month long. For more information, visit HollywoodColumbus.com. Must be 21 or over to play. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
It's the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. So give your friends something to look at and make this a summer to share and save. With a capable Kia SUV like the Sorento, Sportage, Seltos, or Telluride, or a powerful sedan like the fun-to-drive Forte. Each backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. And for a limited time, get 1.9% APR for 48 months for well-qualified buyers and $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged 2024 Sportage and Sorento models. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Financing for 24 to 48 months from Kia Finance, subject to credit approval for purchase of a new 2024 Sportage or Sorento. Excludes hybrids and PHEVs. $21.65 per month per $1,000 financed at 48 months. $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged models must be applied as down payment. Must take delivery by 7/8/24. Limited inventory. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See retailer for details.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Patriot Air Comfort Systems and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan.
Today's special value is 3 hours of stupid. You're listening to Common Man and T-Bone.
3 hours of stupid is brought to you by the Hinderer Motor Company. It is Wildcard Wednesday.
Let's go with Lord Fartbox, who says, my mouth amusers. My amuse-bouches. Two-parter. You guys like to talk about bad celebrity surgery, bad plastic surgery. What's the worst you've ever seen on a celebrity? Then he says, I guarantee that once you Google Katie Price, British pop star in the 2000s, and look through a few recent photos, you'll have a new answer.
I don't know her. I will tell you the Versace widow. What is her name?
I don't know. Is that Donatella Versace?
Versace?
Is that right?
I believe
don't know.
So. Yes.
Okay.
She is the stuff of nightmares.
She was also my favorite Ninja Turtle. The smart one. Donatella, my gal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. That's
yeah, you do, don't you?
Well, it's a heavy amount of eyeshadow going on with whatever else is happening. No, what I'm saying is that coupled with everything else is I feel bad for this person that she thought this would help. It did not help.
Maybe she looks in the mirror and she's happy every single day.
Well, you know what? To each her own. If she is, great. But what I would ask you is I did Google Katie Price, and it's probably worth a Google. I'm not saying she's the worst by far, but
Katie
Price is what he said. It helps to be able to know what she looked like beforehand, because if you see her now, you'll say, well, that's not great. But then when you see what she used to look like, she looks nothing like what she used to look like.
Don't forget about Tara Reid and the botched job.
I forgot about that.
Katie Price looks like a drawing.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Looks like a cartoon.
Yeah, Tara Reid is also a good call, Timmy. I'd forgotten about.
We were talking about Sharon Osbourne yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sharon
her
Osbourne's
too.
got a scary
Her too.
face.
Donatella Versace, by the way.
I'm telling you, man, it's not good. It's not good.
Did you see? She looks like a Ninja Turtle.
No. She reminds me of Ninja Turtle because her name, Donatella versus Donatella.
No, she looks like one.
I guess she does a little bit. It's frightening. She actually might look more like Splinter now that you say that.
No, because the turtles, they had the mouths that just went the whole entire head.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Big wide mouths.
Yeah. So thanks for that, Lord Fartbox. Also, Bucks26, this is a little deep, said, would you go on a space journey and then come back still young and healthy while all the people you know / care about have either passed away or aged beyond recognition?
No,
I wouldn't want that either.
Why? Why would you want to do that?
That's isn't that what happens a little bit in Interstellar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not about that. Because I mean, you come back, you're young and healthy, and then it's like, oh yeah, is this person alive? No, they died 30 years ago. Like, why? Why would you want that to be?
This is from the burner phone. Have you heard about Hawk Tua coming to Columbus? What is Hawk Tua? What is it? What?
I have no accurate way to describe
what is it?
Hawk Tua to you.
I don't know it. What did I do?
You didn't do anything. There's a woman who's gone viral on TikTok because they asked her, what's your go-to move in the bedroom? And her first words out of her mouth is, you got to do a little Hawk Tua. And that, I can't finish the rest of it, but
I thought it was a place.
I hope it is. I want to go.
I thought you were going to say, like, yeah, man, they serve burritos at Hawk Tua.
No, it's an act.
Just look up the Hawk Tua girl if you don't know.
Hawk Tua.
She actually, I mean, like, it's the perfect delivery. She's hilarious. She's super funny with this. But yeah, she's gone quite viral.
I didn't know what it was. Now I know.
It looks like, I don't know, but it looks like they're in Nashville and she's a part of, like, you know, one of the bachelorette parties, and they're just asking people on the street, what's the go-to move in the bedroom? And that's what she said.
Whenever you Tecumseh. I Hawk Tua.
She is a Southern gal. She's like, oh, you got a little Hawk Tua. Like, she just, all right. Sounds a little bit like the dude who was calling remember the fat guy we used to have run the offensive line for the Browns? He was like, so that? Like, that's a little bit what it put me in the mind of when I first heard her do it.
Speaking of Hawk Tua, he could be the new Blue Jackets coach if he has coaching experience. Don Waddell was talking to Porty in The Athletic. He said, previous experience is a must. Yes, 100%, Don said.
Mm-hmm.
With what this group has been through the last 2 or 3 years, and I'm not blaming anybody, but we need to bring in somebody who's been in that seat before, somebody who has good structure and accountability. This is what they want, talking about the players. They want accountability. They want it all working together as a team to get rid of some of the silos and all that, meaning like clicks.
Yeah, like people get in their little groups. The whole team isn't together, right?
I truly believe we need somebody with a track record in the league. Now, he's not saying it has to be a head coaching track record.
Right.
But assistant coach experience necessary.
Well, it sounds like he's saying someone who knows how to run a team. To me, that mostly does, though, seem to speak like he wants a head coach with some even if you're an assistant coach currently, but you've been a head coach before, you know how to get a team to play together. That's where I tend to think this is going, but I could be wrong. What I do want is someone who understands how to get young players to grow and to develop, because you are not going to buy your way out of your problems right now. The Jackets cannot go out and just sign a bunch of dudes to fix this. they've done that. They've got a bunch of contracts now they have to deal with, and they got some players that they have to figure out if they're going to keep or move. But you need your young core, your young nucleus to get better. They can't just be like young guns who are pretty good and then never develop. If that happens, we're going to be stagnant for years. So
I'll tell you who it's going to be.
Who's that?
All right, it's a guy whose team is currently playing for a Stanley Cup.
Oh.
Jay Woodcroft, former Oilers head coach.
Okay.
He was the head coach this year.
And
then fired.
Oh.
But his team is currently playing for a Stanley Cup.
Well,
you could sell that to us. Ladies and gentlemen,
he
was fired by the team, but they're still playing.
Oh, who is there is a guy, the Minnesota Wild coach, I forget his name, who got fired.
Mike Yeo?
Maybe. I forget who it was, but the guy who just got fired this year, and they said, well,
not this year.
Or was it last year?
PK says Evanson.
Maybe that's right.
Am I saying that right?
Maybe that's right. Anyway, I remember reading about, because I was just looking at a list of names, and they said, the problem there was that his record in the playoffs was a not good 8-15. Like 8 playoff wins, you say? You can sell me on that. You can sell me on a lot of things. If you get 8 playoff wins, I'm good with that.
Mm-hmm. Fat Boy Food Tip coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
We've got an accident that's blocking the right lane and causing a 10-minute slowdown on eastbound 70 on the east side before 270. And you can expect a 30-minute delay due to a crash blocking the left lane on westbound 33 at Post Road. This report is sponsored by Donato's Pizza. Every piece is important. If you love what Donato's puts on their pizza, you're going to love what they're taking off. Now get 20% off all your Donato's favorites when you order online or with the app. Use promo code 20. Donato's. Every piece is important. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Most businesses have one tagline.
Not here, baby.
At Sunny Street Cafe, for whatever reason, we've got 7.
Yeah, we do.
And here's number 5.
Sunny Street Cafe. Tasty breakfast and lunch with fist bump friendly kind of service.
Now with 8 locations.
Bobby Carpenter here for Affinity Whole Health, the leader in the testosterone and hormone replacement therapy game. And weight loss too, that's right. Affinity offers semaglutide injections for weight loss in addition to their testosterone treatments so you can lose weight and build muscle. They customize a plan directly for you. They added peptides to my TRT. They've added semaglutide with my friend's testosterone, and the results are amazing. They're pumped about summertime and pool season, so check them out at feelgreatcolumbus.com. That's feelgreatcolumbus.com.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Hi, it's Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. Need a perfect gift? Check out the new line of Glock watches and other stunning jewelry at Worthington Jewelers. Make every occasion sparkle with Worthington Jewelers, where exceptional gifts await.
Boating season is finally here, and Buckeye Lake Marina is your go-to destination for all your on-the-water needs. With the largest inventory in Central Ohio, we've got a boat for everyone. So come on down and find your next dream boat at Buckeye Lake Marina. The good life, the lake life, starts at Buckeye Lake Marina.
It's a summer savings extravaganza at Kemba Financial Credit Union. You pick how you want your money to grow. Choose a limited time 13-month certificate at up to 5.25% annual percentage yield to lock in your savings with a $500 minimum deposit, or enjoy access to your funds anytime with a money market at 4.75% APY intro rate until October 31st with a $5,000 minimum balance and a $1 million maximum. Visit Kemba.org for details. Restrictions apply. Advantage status required. Federally insured by NCUA.
The Columbus Men's Clinic opened in 2014 for guys who get it done. Let's talk, fellas. You solve problems all day at work. You fix your sink when it's broken. But when it comes to ED and low T, it doesn't get done. We get it. You hate going to the doctor, but you're the guy that fixes things. At the Columbus Men's Clinic, there's nothing to fear and no reason to delay. We've been destroying bedroom boredom for a decade. So if you haven't fixed this, call us. When the pills fail, call us. If you feel like you've tried everything, call us. Here, there's hope. From the conventional to the next level. You'll be seen by our friendly, discreet physician who will take the time to listen. Imagine finally taking care of this with no surgery. Imagine going from feeling gray to living life in vibrant color. It's time to be confident. Join the thousands of guys who have found success after walking through our doors. Will you be one of them? Dial 614-300-7400 or go to ColumbusMen'sClinic.com to schedule a $99 male performance consultation, including blood work. Do it for you. Do it for her. ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Book your appointment now. Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels. Baseball, Cincinnati Reds dropped their finale at Pittsburgh 1-0. A wasted effort by Red starting pitcher Hunter Green, who struck out 9 Pirates and allowed only 2 hits through 6 1/3. Cleveland Guardians at home with Seattle tonight. Guardians lead the AL Central by 4.5, but have dropped 3 in a row. Columbus Clippers continue their series at Worcester, Massachusetts. Columbus Crew on the road tonight, facing Inter Miami, who will be without Lionel Messi. He's participating with Argentina in Copa America. College basketball, Ohio State sophomore guard Tayson Chapman will miss the entire upcoming season with a knee injury suffered during summer workouts that required surgery. Chapman played in 16 games for the Buckeyes last season. Detroit Pistons today dismissed head coach Monty Williams after just 1 season. And by making this move, the Pistons still owe Williams the $65 million remaining on his contract. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Barely famous, incredibly stupid. Back to Man and Bone.
The Schmitz Cardale Jones Celebrity Softball Game is coming. Why picnic when you can Schmidt Nick? And is presented by Monogram Homes and the U.S. Air Force. It goes down Saturday, July 20th, 6:30 p.m. at Huntington Park. It's going to be current Ohio State football players versus former Ohio State football players. The captains for the Geezers, Cardale Jones, Emeka Ibuka for the current players. Tickets are just $10 and are available today at BuckeyeCruise.com. Support.
Yeah.
Support. Cardale Jones and the fight for cancer.
All good things there.
Before we get to the actual Fat Boy food tip, I do have a food story for you in part.
All right.
Tavia Woodfork. She was visiting the Golden Corral restaurant. If you're not familiar, it is a buffet.
Yes.
In North Little Rock, Arkansas. She was with her family to enjoy a meal, but instead started to go to the bathroom, not at the table, just headed to the bathroom because she was experiencing stomach pains.
Thank you for clarifying, by the way. The person was just not sitting in the stall, in the place, the booth, just going to the bathroom.
She is 26 years old. And now there's 2 things that Golden Corral is known for. The buffet and women shooting out babies out of their hoo-ha in the bathroom, because that's what she did. She gave birth in the bathroom.
Oh, my.
They're calling this a cryptic pregnancy. Do you know what a cryptic pregnancy is?
I presume it means you give birth to someone, the Tales from the Crypt keeper. Is that right?
Cryptic pregnancy means she had no idea she was pregnant.
Oh.
No idea whatsoever.
Wow.
Yeah. So she just went out, oh, man, my stomach hurts. And then a 6-pound baby boy popped right out of the hoo-ha. Presumably, they went back to the table and finished up because, it's the buffet. You want to get your money's worth.
It's a great deal, and you can't take it with you.
I would guess not. I would just like to point out, maybe she's claiming she had no idea, but I'm guessing that she probably should have known. Like, there probably
everybody should know.
I mean, I'm guessing she probably didn't feel well. There's probably a lot of other things where she'd gone to her doctor and said, I have all these symptoms. They would have said, let's check and see if you're pregnant, just in case.
How is this possible?
I've seen entire shows based on this, on like Discovery Channel. The show is called I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant. And it's women telling stories about how, hey, I'm at Target. Wow, baby.
Timmy, I do think some of it comes down to like knowing versus like denial, right? Like you have symptoms that might indicate you are pregnant, and you're just like, no, I probably just don't feel well. I probably just have a headache. I'm probably just sick. I'm probably just something. And you don't go to the doctor. You don't get it checked out because you don't either want to or maybe you can't afford to or whatever.
I know somebody who hid being pregnant from their parents.
That's not what
and got it all the way to the childbirth. And the parents were like, what the hell?
That's not what this is.
I know that's not what that is. That's what I'm saying. I've heard of that, but not this.
Yeah.
My mother, like riding in the car with my mom, was always an adventure. Because we, just regular day. Oh, it's Sunday. Look. And all of a sudden you hear, like, what's the matter
with
Matt
Andrews in the car with you?
Don't talk to me. I'm having a spasm. Spasm! Like once a month, she would have like these violent stomach spasms where she just needed to find a bathroom instantly.
Yeah.
Like, maybe this woman is just one of those people where she just constantly has stomach spasms.
Are you telling me your mother once a month had severe pains in her stomach area and you're not quite sure what this phenomenon is called? Tell me you're not a woman with that.
Can I tell you something?
I'm just saying. Like, I bet there are a lot of women right now who are like,
it was not
I think
that.
I know what that is.
No, it was not that.
Okay,
there was a whole other week's period where she was a total beehole because of that. I remember that too.
Okay,
I remember all. No, this was just, I got to find somewhere to unload.
She's like Costanza. God, I've got to find a bathroom.
Right. Maybe this woman gets frequent like stomach pain.
Yeah,
That's just part of her everyday life. And
Could be.
She's like, oh, man, my stomach's really bothering me. And I'm guessing she's not 95 pounds. I'm guessing this is a heavy-set woman by nature.
Right. It would probably be fairly obvious if she was, depending on her
disguise the baby in her belly.
Right. I mean, I didn't see a picture of her. I saw a picture of the baby. The baby looks very cute.
Okay.
As babies do.
Can I just say, the kids in his class, I don't want him to be bullied or at all, but they're missing an opportunity if they don't call this kid Jimmy Buffett, right? I mean, you got to throw that out there at least once.
Well,
he was born at a buffet.
The kid does have a name.
What's his name?
Tamar Kylon Corral.
Okay.
Woodfork. So he's named after the Golden Corral.
He's got Corral in the name.
Corral is in the name.
Is that different than when people name their children after the city they were conceived in? Like the Beckhams do that.
Why do they do that?
I don't know, because it's gross as hell. But like that's what David and Victoria Beckham do. They say like, oh yeah, this is Brooklyn, and that's where, guess what? That's where we were mashing bits, if you know what I'm saying. And it's like, ew. Why would you name your kid that? So every time it's like, hi, my name is Brooklyn, because my parents got it on in Brooklyn one night, and here I am. Like, that's weird.
Why is your youngest kid just called The Shed?
What is that? Didn't Mike Leach toss a player into the shed?
Craig James' son.
Craig James' son. He's got a child named Shed.
Why is your child's name
Shed James?
Why is your child's name this random lorry that was parked on the road? Just Lori. We call her Lori for short. But it's
I did it in a lorry once.
I bet you did, Queen.
And I did lorry in a lorry.
Oh, did you?
Oh, hello.
Woo! Breaking news.
This is Diamond Hall because we did it on a baseball field.
Hi, my name is Field of Dreams Corn Patch. Hello. That's the field. If you build, well, let's not finish that phrase, shall we?
If you build it, they will come.
Yes,
absolutely.
Fat Boy Food, yeah!
Common Man and T-Bone have very little value unless they're telling you about all the crap they can shove in your mouth so you can die quicker. It's time for Fat Boy Food Tip. Wait, how do you want me to say it? Tip. This is dumb. I quit.
Haktui.
That's right. Let me tell you about this one. I saw this going around the internet today, and it blew my mind. It's a guy named Greg who tweeted this out. He said, treating myself tonight, and he tweeted out a picture. I'm sure this was meant as a joke, but you know what? Food's no joke with me, buddy. He tweeted out a picture of Oscar Mayer wieners and had one of them removed from the pack. Clearly, he had cooked this one. Then, he also next to that has a picture of Olive Garden breadsticks, looks like fresh from the restaurant, in the little foil bag. He has then taken the Olive Garden breadstick, sliced it lengthwise, placed the hot dog inside of it, put some mustard on top. How could that be bad? It's garlic bread, it's buttery, it's delicious, and you put a hot dog in it. Savory on savory. You know,
I don't have a problem with that.
I'm willing to try that. I'm curious, though, if people have, because that's a great idea. Do any of you out there have a food combination that would make a good Fat Boy Food tip for something like that, where you've combined a thing from a restaurant with like a thing you have at your house? I am always interested in stuff like that. So tweet us at manandbo971 if you do. Oh, is that, did you?
I don't have anything.
Okay.
I'm looking at a dog bone that they have at Camden Yards that might interest you.
Okay.
It is the Crab Mac hot dog. Boatman, would you eat that? All the Old Bay dusted over it, creamy mac and cheese, and an all-beef hot dog?
I would never eat that, no.
Bodie, have you had a hot dog?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
I just
I've
want to
had
make
hot
sure.
dogs.
He's a broad guy, though.
I don't know what's on that. Well, I guess Timmy just said it.
It's
but it
mac
doesn't
and
look very
cheese
good.
with Old Bay.
With crab on it, right?
With crab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not lobster mac, but crab mac.
Crab mac and
That's fine.
cheese on an all-beef dog.
I do like an Old Bay.
Oh, Old Bay's
man.
good.
You ever make scrambled eggs with Old Bay?
No.
Yes.
But that's,
Oh, yeah.
that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
Now, this is the other Fat Boy food tip I want to give you is if a restaurant has not opened yet, maybe don't leave negative reviews for it. That just seems like party foul there. Not a party box, a party foul. This is in New York. A restaurant called Din Tai Fung is apparently a Taiwanese restaurant chain that is very popular with people who are foodies, people who know this restaurant. Maybe they've been to Taiwan. In either case, they've announced in 2022, they said, we are going to eventually open a New York spot.
Okay.
So if you want to try Din Tai Fung or if you've had it and you want it, it's coming to New York. So a lot of New Yorkers are very excited about this. It was supposed to happen in 2023. Well, it didn't. The building is there. The signage is up, but they have not opened. Then the grand opening got bumped to this spring. All right, so people said, well, we'll wait a little longer for Din Tai Fung. Now, according to Yelp, it's opening in July. It still is not open, even though it was promised back in 2022. So the Google page and the Yelp page have become a bit of a problem. Now, Din Tai Fung keeps getting one-star reviews from people who are just mad it hasn't opened yet. And I'm saying, I get your frustration. As someone who has waited on restaurants and different spots to open up, and I've been very excited for when they do, don't ruin their rating for people who are just going to literally never have heard of this place. They're going to look it up and say, oh, it's got a bunch of one-star reviews. That sucks. And they won't go. If it's that good, you should want people to go. That's all. Because you know what they say about restaurants, Mike? What is it?
What's that, Bone?
If you build it, they will come. Exactly. That's what I've heard.
How you doing, Timmy?
Oh, I'm grand.
Why don't you tease what you got coming up on the Buckeye Show tonight? Because you got a big guest coming in tonight.
Tonight at 6 o'clock, the first half hour of the show, Jake Diebler, Buckeye basketball head coach, is going to come on in here.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. I saw they had an unfortunate injury this past couple of days. Tayson Chapman's going to miss the season. So that kind of sucks.
Yeah, tore his ACL?
Yeah, he tore his ACL. Tore his ACL. Now, he was not fixing to be a starter, I don't think. Now, this was going to be a good year of development for him, but we'll have some fun either way. I know they're still very, very excited about the roster they put together, and they just had a fun couple of days. They had a ton of their former NBA, not former, current NBA dudes back playing some ball. What are you laughing about?
I'm sorry.
What are you laughing about?
Our gal Fawn has tweeted us. Mm-hmm. I guess her and Derek, her lovely husband.
Yes.
She's the one that hooked me up with power.
Fawn's a good gal.
Yeah.
They're on vacation, I guess. And she said,
no.
What?
Well, go ahead.
What?
They're not on vacation. They're in the tangy.
Oh.
In the tangy.
I didn't get that. She says, what an awesome day listening to our guys while kayaking down the Tangy River.
Yakking in the tangy.
They're in the Tangy.
I didn't get that. I thought there was really a place called the Tangy River.
I got it because Derek
in
tweeted
South America.
Derek tweeted us and said, floating the Tangy and thinking about the people you told us to think about. So there you go.
Tangy.
Yeah. There you go.
Take a ride on the Tangy River.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
If you build it.
What?
They will come.
I've never heard this phrase before.
No.
You have to tell
A
me more
man
about
gets
that.
to live out my dream. Details next. Common Man and T. What?
Quitting? Is that what he...
Kind of. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You're going to hit some slow traffic, causing a couple-minute delay on westbound 70 downtown between the 71 east and west split. And we also have slow traffic on eastbound 33 between 270 southeast and Hamilton Road. This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples can print anything you need to move your business forward, like banners, flyers, signs, and catalogs, some even same day. And now at Staples, save up to $50 on your print purchase. Offer ends 7/6. Visit staples.com/print for details. Boost your business with Staples, your local print and marketing expert. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Earn a $200 cash bonus at BMI Federal Credit Union when you open a new free checking account. Visit bmifcu.org/free for more details.
Now at White Castle, you can get 12 chicken rings for just $3.99. Tender on the inside, crispy on the outside. Choose from classic, Hidden Valley Ranch, or new smoky barbecue. White Castle. Follow your crave. Limited time only at participating castles. Tax not included.
Scotty Vegas here for Maxima Concrete. If you need a driveway, garage, patio, even an in-ground pool, Maxima Concrete are the guys to call. They did a great job for me, and they'll take care of you, too. Schedule a free estimate today at MaximaConcrete.com.
Hey, welcome to the IKEA Midsummer Sale. Hello. Save up to 50% on outdoor furniture and indoor essentials and have your best summer.
Oh, how about storage for my inflatable flamingos?
We've got you covered. Let's turn your space into a summer haven with space for birds.
Awesome.
Visit us in store from June 12th to July 9th or at IKEA-USA.com/midsummer. Offer valid dates may vary. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary by store and online. See store and IKEA-USA.com/midsummer for complete terms. Restrictions apply.
I don't want to go to bed at night dreading waking up in the morning knowing that I'm going to feel like a rusty lawn chair getting out of bed and getting opened up and not being able to really move for a couple hours really throughout the day.
For former college and pro football player Bobby Carpenter and those dealing with daily aches and pains, QC Kinetics regenerative pain treatments are a game changer, providing long-lasting relief.
Go into a specific joint, a specific region, and then help promote that healing process using your own body's mechanisms to heal. I mean, that's been something that's pretty powerful, and there's no surgery, there's no downtime.
QC Kinetics natural treatments help the body heal and restore itself. No more rusty lawn chairs.
It's no surprise to see people being willing to try this first, especially when it has such great results.
Go to QCkinetics.com/Columbus and call today for your complimentary consultation. Find out if you're a good candidate for treatment. 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. Again, 380-208-4544.
Summer is full of family fun, strawberry picking, little Johnny's baseball games, warding off shark attacks on the beach.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
When you get sick of all that crap, turn to us. Download the Fan app and take us with you. The Fan.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you love cars as much as I do, you're going to want to be at Cars and Coffee at Valley Ford of Columbus this Saturday. That's right. My guys at Valley's are doing a Cars and Coffee. It's the day to drive your vehicle in and show it off. There's no fee for any vehicle you have, so tell your friends too. Bring them on out. Come out to Valley Ford of Columbus and see all the great cars and trucks this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. There'll be food and fun for you and the whole family. Find out more at valleyfordofcolumbus.com and check out Valley Ford Cars and Coffee this weekend.
Need parts fast? O'Reilly Auto Parts has fast. Need them now? We've got now. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. We're O'Reilly Fast. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Do you know someone struggling to figure out their mental health benefits? The Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office is here to help. Find us at insurance.ohio.gov/GETMHIA or call us at 855-438-6442. Don't wait. The Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office can help you figure out what mental health insurance benefits may be in their plan. Call us today at 855-438-6442.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Don't let a cold, sinus infection, or allergies ruin your day. Breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier with Navage. Visit Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or a store near you.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Still hot and humid this evening, but cloudy skies have kept our temperatures a little bit more tolerable. Through this evening, there's a chance for a couple pop-up showers and thunderstorms that'll slowly wind down after sunset. Temperatures tonight fall farther than they did last night thanks to clearing skies. Humidity still stays high, though, so temperatures in the 70s, still feeling a little bit warmer than that as you step out the door early on Thursday morning. I'm meteorologist Madison Reich with your Dopplerton forecast on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Murdering brain cells, one show at a time. Back to Man and Bone.
Please subscribe to the podcast for this stupid show. It's available wherever you get your podcast. Just search Common Man and T-Bone. Click subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. The podcast is brought to you by our friends Care Heating and Cooling.
I just got to say, I enjoy the YouTube chat very much because a term that has popped up, I'm not going to give its full context, but I'm sure you can piece it all together. Someone on the live stream just said the term wacko, my flacco.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoy that. I enjoy the phrasing. I don't know what it means. We'll never know probably what it means, but thank you for that.
Flacco, my cracko.
That sounds like
because that's much more easier to understand. That's not gibberish at all.
Flacco, my cracko.
Timmy is here. Do I have time for Wildcard Wednesdays, or do you want to get this thing first? And then what do you want to do? Timmy, Jordan asked us, is Timmy Hall afraid of haunted houses / places? I don't think he means, like, from what I gathered there when he said places, not
any place that ever exists.
No, haunted houses /
just things that are haunted around Halloween time.
No, I'm thinking he means like
real
yeah, you go to a place and they're like,
because there's the dude that does the ghost hunters that they say looks like me, right? What's that guy's name? Bilbo Baggins or something?
Is there? I don't know anything about. I never
Timmy
watched those
Baggins,
shows.
Zach Baggins, Zach Baggins.
Okay,
that's his name, I think.
Do you like Mansfield has the prison where they Shawshank?
I've never done that.
Would you go do that tour?
I would. Yeah.
Would you go at night? Because they do.
Yes,
they do
I
the
would.
overnight. And you get to hear all the creepy noises tour.
I long to be scared.
Really?
I yearn to be scared.
That fascinates me.
I want to see if that can happen. We did have a hotel that was supposedly haunted in Lawrence, Kansas. Okay. And it was a nicer upscale hotel. And 6 or 7 years after Sarah and I graduated, we went back to catch a game. And we wanted to stay in this hotel. I think it's called the Ellerton. People can look it up. It's in downtown Lawrence, Kansas. And we stayed on a room that was on the top corner of the hotel. And that entire night, I kept hearing a loud crashing or a loud banging on the exterior of the building, like right by the window where our bed was. And I looked the next morning to see if there was shuttering or any kind of tree or anything that was close to it. Nothing. I mean, nothing could have possibly hit the outside of this building.
You think it was
the way that the sounds were happening?
Yeah.
And then 9 months later, did Sarah have a full-term ghost baby?
There was an exorcism. She's basically been a ghost this entire time.
I see.
I have heard that in Milwaukee, I believe it's Milwaukee, there's a town where they have an NBA team, and I think that's where it is. That's
called the Bucks.
I know.
Yeah.
But there's a hotel that supposedly many players have said, I refuse to stay when they go to play the Bucks.
I think I've heard about this.
Yes, and it's one of their big old hotels downtown. It's a very nice hotel, but they have stories where guys say, nope, never again. I will get my own accommodations for when we go to Milwaukee, or the team just goes elsewhere because guys are like freaked out by this hotel.
Sarah very much believes in this because a lot of these stories go around in the nursing industry when you are taking care of patients that are about to pass on and go to the next. And she swears by it, that she has seen actual ghosts, or
she's actually seen them.
Actually seen them or heard them or been in a room where something happened that simply cannot be explained. Wow. That is simply out of the natural.
I've talked about this before. As frightening as that would be, like in the moment, I would be strangely comforted by that.
Would you?
Yeah. Because then I would know. All right.
You would know what?
There's something else.
Something else, but then what is the else?
Doesn't matter. There's something
Whatever
else.
it is. Yeah, something later on.
It comforts me to know that there's something else.
But you wouldn't know if you get to do that.
You're right. I don't get to know that, but I know that there's something else.
There's a possibility.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's very interesting. For me,
I don't know what that else is, but it's something.
I would be terrified and probably not be able to function in society.
It's a little bit chilling, right? That's the kind of thing that makes the hair stand up on the back of your neck.
That's exactly right.
Like a patient is saying that they were talking to their dead husband.
If heaven does exist in the way that some people think it exists, what is your personal heaven.
I have like the movie Click with Adam Sandler.
Yeah, where you get to fast forward through life.
Well, there's a menu screen, and I can just, I don't even need a remote. That's for losers. I just swipe with my hands, and every golf course that ever existed, I just click it. I click the players that I want to play with, and then it just whooshes me right to the tee box. Paige Spiranak is there with pitchers of beer. It's just... It's glorious.
It's like your Happy Gilmore place.
She's Happy Gilmore, happy place. Yes. It's something of that effect.
What's yours, T-Bone?
It would probably, here's the thing. I would want everyone that I know in my life that I care about to know exactly how strongly I care about them and also not have to verbalize it. I would like it to be like, they all see me and they're like, that's cool, we got it. And then I could just go about, be like, oh, hey, how's it going? And they would instantly know every thought I've ever had. Warmth. Yes, but I don't have to because sometimes I get bad at explaining that to people or doing it in the way that would not seem, I don't know. It's just, I don't always have the best words. Believe it or not, listening to this show.
That's a good one. My heaven would actually be very similar to that, except it's everyone would know all the horrible things I feel about them. They just would instantly radiate through their body, and they'd feel shame because of it.
Yeah.
You're right. I don't know why I didn't turn on red. I'm sorry.
And then
you're talking about everybody.
Everybody.
You're sick, man. You want to know about that stuff?
I
don't want any of that in my mind.
I want them to know what I'm thinking.
Timmy, he doesn't want to know what youth or anybody else thinks of him.
I don't want to know what they think.
He wants to just
I want them to know what I think of them.
Yes.
And
he
that
wants to
instantly
download that
is
on them.
shame on their parts.
Everyone that ever passes on.
Everyone that ever encounters me, I want them to know.
They get at least one negative thought in
what
there.
I think about them. And then I go home after a long day of hating people and I rub lotion on Cameron Brink's ACL.
Cameron Brink's ACL.
That's what I want to do.
Get in line. There's a lot of people.
That's a tall gal.
You didn't see she tore ACL yesterday, WNBA. So she's out for the year, and that is a sad story.
All right, speaking of the basketballs.
Yeah.
The Pistons, bad, 14-68. They have fired Monty Williams after one season. They still have to pay him $65 million. See, that to me is my dream.
That's heaven.
Look, I know we're competitors. We want to win. It's humiliating. I want to work. I want to win a title. Screw that. $65 million to go away and not have to coach this garbage franchise or work at anything for the rest of my life, that is my dream. I hope that Fish comes down here right now and fires me for $65 million.
I can't think of anything better. Honestly,
I know you can't.
What do you think you're getting though? Because it ain't $65 million.
$65.
No, that's the point. Is we
can get you $65,000. That's for sure.
That's probably why, honestly, that's the system that's developed in sports is because they know the people who coach professional sports teams are psychotic. Because if there was something of value, like a doctor, if they said we have to fire this doctor and we're gonna have to pay him, $20 million to go away or whatever. That's what if that's what contracts were for doctors, there'd be a lot of doctors who'd be like, all right, see you later, done. They just leave. But we need doctors, so they don't do that because we need people to work. You don't need a basketball coach who's that bad. You want him because you think he can help you win a title. But once he goes away, you give him that money, he's not going to stop coaching. He's going to come right back. Probably a year or two, he'll be right back there saying, if he's not on TV and he's not on a bench, in a year or two, he will be right back trying to be a head coach again.
Him and Jimbo will be eating lots of Golden Corral.
No kidding.
Giving birth. Right in the bathroom.
Charlie Weiss might be there, too.
Oh, he's giving birth.
He owns the Golden Corral.
Good for Charlie.
I fell down the wormhole of celebrity conspiracy theories today, unintentionally. I'm going to give you a little taste of what I got to see coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You're going to hit a 15-minute delay due to some residual traffic from an earlier accident on westbound 33 at Post Road. It's stop and go from 270 on the West Outer Belt. And we have a slowdown on eastbound 70 on the east side between Hamilton Road and 270. This report is sponsored by eBay Motors. eBay Motors is here for the ride with the parts you need at the prices you want. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they're guaranteed to fit your ride the first time, every time, or your money back. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Low testosterone causes many issues, including low sex drive, bad sleep patterns, unproductive workouts, decreased energy, brain fog, and more. But many men just attribute these symptoms to aging and don't consider that there are medical treatments that can give them back their vigor and vibrancy. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, the leading men's sexual health practice in our area for treating low T. And if you're feeling like I just described, it's time for you to treat that low T. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating low testosterone. We've successfully treated many men for the condition and seen the amazing difference that those treatments can make in a man's life. If you're like most men with low T, within just a few weeks, your energy will return, that brain fog will disappear, your sleep will improve, as will your workouts, and your sex drive will be significantly enhanced as well. So call us and make a true life change. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 2 convenient locations, just off 270 in Hilliard and near the Medical Mile in Westerville.
Hey there, friends. It's Bo Bishop here, and I want you to picture this. Cannonballs into the lake, s'mores at the fire pit, sleeping under the stars. Well, that could be you when you visit my friends at RCD RV. RCD is having its summer open house, and you don't want to miss it. Huge RV savings all month long in June. New travel trailers as low as $14,995. The area's widest selection, over 600 new and pre-owned RVs in stock. Start your summer adventure at RCD RV. Visit one of the 3 Central Ohio locations or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
Hi, it's Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. Need a perfect gift? Check out the new line of Glock watches and other stunning jewelry at Worthington Jewelers. Make every occasion sparkle with Worthington Jewelers, where exceptional gifts await.
When I'm not voicing Wendy's ads, I'm gaming. I stay up and fueled because Wendy's delivers late.
Are you recording a Wendy's ad? Come on!
Got 'em. Whatever you're up for, we're down. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Delivery Late Night. Open till midnight or later.
Hours and delivery availability may vary.
Here's a quick listening guide. When something's on the fan, it's on the station you're listening to right now. If I say something's on ESPN Columbus, it's on 1460 AM and the Fan's HD2. When in doubt, stream it on the Fan app. Thank you and good night.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
The Ohio Egg Fest is back for its 10th year. Join us for this big green egg grilling competition at Fortress Obetz on Saturday, July 27th. Enjoy all-you-can-eat food, live music, cooking demos, and more. Don't miss out on discounted big green egg grill packages. Get your tickets online at theohioeggfest.com today before they sell out.
Want a great choice with great value? It's great to drive Honda and save thousands with low 1.9% financing. All your favorite Honda models are in stock. Save big on a great selection of cars, SUVs, and trucks, like the new 2024 Honda Ridgeline, now with low 1.9% financing. There's never been a better time to buy a new Honda. Search your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details for well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 7/8/24.
Hey, it's Chaps. Here's something that we need to clear up. I'm sure this term sounds familiar. GLP-1. It's everywhere. Take an injection, stop feeling hungry, and slowly start to lose weight. What's not being shared is how you can regulate this hormone and lose weight quicker without medications. Awaken 180 already supports GLP-1 function, but now they've introduced GLP-1 Balance by Awaken 180. What's the difference? It's pretty simple. With GLP-1 Balance by Awaken 180, you're addressing the root causes of weight issues, making weight loss faster, but more importantly, long-term. I can speak firsthand about the long-term part of Awaken 180 because I've kept my 90 pounds off for over 14 months now, and that's without injections or medications. The best part, maintenance is free with both Awaken 180 and GLP-1 Balance by Awaken 180. If fast, easy, and long-term weight loss is your goal, do what we all did. Choose Awaken 180 Weight Loss online at awaken180weightloss.com. That's awaken180weightloss.com.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Come for the obesity, stay for the anger. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Bone and I do all our banging at Hollywood Casino Columbus, specifically their 12,000 square foot sports book. Now's the time to go. I mean, first of all, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Maybe you're home from work today because it's Juneteenth. You have the day off. It's hot out. Maybe the air conditioning in your house is not working properly. You know where the air conditioning is working fine? I actually don't know this, but I'm quite sure that it is.
Where is it?
Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Okay.
You go there. You enjoy the brisk temperatures. You have some food and drink. You put some money on the ponies or whatever you decide to put money on. It's all, we got the Euros going on right now. Scotland and Switzerland.
Yeah.
Who's going to win? Who knows? But maybe you know.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can win some cash at Hollywood Casino Columbus and their sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Yeah, I will say the action, while it is cool inside Hollywood Casino Columbus, the action
is hot.
It's hot. Annie Hockhausen says, my guys, the song Hey Ya, or Hey, why did I say Hey Ya? Hey Ya came up on my playlist today, and I nominated it as the next song that Rimmer needs to sing because I think it would be the perfect one for his voice, a.k.a. man's impression of Rimmer.
Okay, maybe I'll give that a go.
Rimmer karaoke.
So I fell down the wormhole today of celebrity conspiracy theories. Now, full disclosure, I am not a conspiracy guy. But there are people out there who actually believe these things to be true that I'm about to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, if you go looking for conspiracy theories, you can find them, and they seem outlandish, but there are people, of course, that believe whatever it is you're about to say.
I'm going to rapid fire some of these. Some of them may require some more explanation, okay?
Okay.
Conspiracy theory number 1. Katy Perry is secretly Jean-Benet Ramsey. People believe that the murdered child beauty pageant queen
that's so sad.
Grew up to be Katy Perry, that she wasn't, in fact, killed, and now she's Katy Perry.
What? Can I
go ahead.
The first, again, a question I would just ask one question on any of these. What is the motivation to do such a conspiracy theory?
I don't know, but can I tell you something?
Well, I mean, what would be her motivation? Be like, I am secretly murdered Jean-Benet Ramsey.
I don't know.
I don't want to tell people.
When I was a teenager, there was someone in my class who convinced me that Marilyn Manson was Paul from the Wonder Years.
Oh, okay.
Was Paul Pfeiffer from the Wonder Years. All right, anyway. Elvis is still alive or was abducted by aliens. There's 2 different conspiracy theories there.
Well, I know that. I mean, that's a lot of gone before their time.
Right.
Singers, musicians, like there's Tupac conspiracy theory,
right,
same thing.
Let's go.
Right.
Avril Lavigne died and was replaced by a lookalike.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, all right. The motivation there to at least could be she was such a cash cow back in the day for the record labels that they had to keep it going despite her
This
actual
happened
death.
after the release of her debut album, Let Go.
Okay.
She died. A Brazilian fan site has a bunch of evidence to say that she died.
Okay.
And then was replaced by a lookalike. Now, let's move on.
Okay.
Beyonce was never really pregnant.
Oh.
Back in 2011. Never really pregnant.
Right.
Michael Jackson faked his death.
Sure.
I like this one. Khloe Kardashian is O.J. Simpson's daughter.
Well, I've heard that rumor's been out there for a long time. It's probably not true, obviously, but it's because you know the Robert Kardashian
I'm aware of the connection.
Course,
yes.
So yeah.
James Dean's death was a government hit job.
Okay.
He was the victim of a CIA hit.
At this point, I mean, that one has been so long ago. Wouldn't you think that one would have been just like, yeah, you know what? Someone figured that out. Like,
well, and do you know the reason why he was killed by the CIA?
I don't. Why?
Because he was sexy, rebellious, and just too much of a bad influence on the innocent youth of America.
Well,
so they had to kill him.
I will tell you, there are a lot of people who, I mean, there are things known about the CIA that they were doing back in the 50s.
Can I tell you something, homie?
What's that?
Killing James Dean?
No,
not one of them.
No, not at all. But if you knew what they were doing, if you read some of the books about what they were doing,
I'm aware.
It's not great. But no, I don't think they would have done that.
Lord is decades older than we think.
Also, alive?
Yes.
Okay.
Lord is alive.
I'm just saying, like, that's a conspiracy theory that seems like maybe 5 years ago would have had more pull.
Taylor Swift is a satanic cult leader.
Oh, that's confirmed, right?
That's confirmed.
We've all heard that. That's definitely confirmed.
Keanu Reeves is immortal.
Good.
There,
Good.
I guess, was a picture of an actor in 1922
that looks like Keanu Reeves.
That looks like Keanu Reeves, and so they're like, this guy was alive back then in 1922.
That's the same thing as when we have those photos. People are like, "What is this man holding? Look at this footage from 1903 or something." Or they have like a picture, and You'll see like a bunch of people in old-timey
This
dress.
silent movie man has a cell phone.
Right, and then someone's holding a phone up to their or looking at something that looks like what you would do on a smartphone. And it's like, what is this man doing? It's like
they're not doing that.
They were also hiding the cell towers back then and the 5G.
Yeah,
they had all that developed.
They're not
This
talking
man
on
was
the phone.
doing it right. It makes all the sense in the world.
Marilyn Monroe's murdered, which, probably is the most likely one of these. I don't think it happened. I'm just saying it could have happened.
I don't know actually how she did die. I know she died.
Well, she OD'd on pills.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, but she was, she was boinking the RFK and JFK and
singing happy birthday. I mean,
all
let's
that.
just be a little less obvious about that. I mean,
All right, here's
the
another-
family's
no
right
kidding.
there.
I know.
Just, happy birthday. Like, all right.
Marissa Tomei didn't really win an Oscar.
What?
I guess because she won it for My Cousin Vinny. I guess Jack Valance was reading the card, and some people think he was confused and read the wrong name, but they didn't want to correct him
Oh, that's
or take
interesting.
the Oscar back.
Well, you know what? We know that has happened recently. Remember that with was it Warren Beatty that did that?
Who did that? Somebody did that.
Someone
recently.
read the
You're right.
card because it was not Spotlight.
Moonlight, right?
Moonlight. That was
it
yes.
that in La La Land.
Yes, because La La Land came up and accepted the award, and then they were all like looking at the card, and the guy was like, I'm sorry, this is incorrect. Spot or Moonlight is one. Moonlight, you have won. You come up. And it's one of the guys who thought he won. Terrible. But again, I could see back in what was that, the late 80s, early 90s when My Cousin Vinny came out? I could see them saying, the hell with it. We're giving it to her. That's it.
Lindsay Lohan's secret twin was murdered by Disney. So she was in the Parent Trap. People think there really was another girl in the Parent Trap, and then she was murdered by Disney.
Okay. Do they not know that they're...
We're moving on here, Bone.
We're moving on.
Okay. Northwest, who is the child of Kim Kardashian
and
and
Kanye
Kanye
West,
West, is in fact the Antichrist. She was born on June 15th, 2013. If you add up the numbers separately from her birth month, birthday, and birth year, you get 666.
Well, there you go. That's like the Monster Energy drink can. That's what the people say. That's there. Have you seen the lady who thinks that's all satanic?
No. So I'm just saying, if you're just bored later, you want to fall down this wormhole, there's plenty for you.
Have you heard, by the way, about the? I'm pretty sure this is about Northwest, because I think this kid is now 10 or something years old enough to be in like a production of a play, right? So they had a thing in I think at the Hollywood Bowl or some place where they had a big production, and it was of, I want to say, the Lion King Disney movie, like a music. They were doing a musical performance of this.
Okay.
And this thing is like real actors, people who have stage experience, whether they are kids or adults. They're in this, and they've all done stuff like this. And then I guess they gave one of the lead parts to Kim Kardashian's kid, Northwest. And it did not go well for the kid. And I feel awful for this kid, right? Even though wealthy and all that stuff. Like, this kid gets put out there with actual performers who can sing, who can dance. And I guess she was not very good. And so people have been critical of her because her performance was not good. And I feel bad for that kid in that sense because mom and dad probably got her into it and probably put her out there without the real training.
She doesn't know. It's not her fault.
Well,
she can't control who her parents are.
No, but I'm sure that kid is probably like, it sucks that everybody hates me now.
Right, that's what I
did
mean.
This. Yeah, it's not her fault that she's been put in that spot. She took the opportunity that she was given. But yeah, that's not good.
All the news and notes you need as we go on campus. Coming up next, Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You're going to hit a slowdown on eastbound 70 on the east side between Hamilton Road and 270. And you should know that westbound 33's on-ramp from 161 is currently restricted due to police activity. This report is sponsored by Allstate. You're in good hands. Some people just know there's a better way to do things, like bundling your home and auto insurance with Allstate. Why make things harder than they need to be? There's a better way to save time and money. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Ah, the sweet sounds of spring. Baseball, birds, and the glorious hum of a freshly tuned AC system. Don't sweat it. Call the Waterworks Heating and Cooling Team, 614-333-9720, or schedule service on our website. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better AC.
Skyline is turning up the heat this summer with Hot Met Cheese Conies, made with a premium Hot Met sausage from Queen City Sausage. But don't wait. Hot Met Conies are only at participating Skyline restaurants for a limited time. Come get yours today.
Hey guys, it's summer and time to do more outdoors, but do you feel out of energy, lacking motivation and mental focus? It could be low testosterone. Low T affects millions of men and happens naturally. The solution? Testosterone replacement therapy at Low T Center. It starts with a quick test and results are fast. Don't wait. Take control of your health. And now, Low T Center is offering a free initial test. So if you're over 30, schedule a visit at lowtcenter.com today. Offer till July 6th. That's lowtcenter.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Big things are happening on the east side. We're ready to deal. Come negotiate during May's Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda. Lower payments, better financing, more value for any trade. Shop lindsayhonda.com and see new Hondas with thousands in savings plus many other deals. We'll work hard to get you a payment you can afford. Now during May Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference.
See lindsayhonda.com for program details.
Hey there, friends. It's Bo Bishop here, and I want you to picture this. Cannonballs into the lake, s'mores at the fire pit, sleeping under the stars. Well, that could be you when you visit my friends at RCD RV. RCD is having its summer open house, and you don't want to miss it. Huge RV savings all month long in June. New travel trailers as low as $14,995. The area's widest selection, over 600 new and pre-owned RVs in stock. Start your summer adventure at RCD RV. Visit one of the 3 Central Ohio locations or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
Bishop and Friends.
If athletes become employees, does unlimited transfer matter? When you hear Saban say all that he said over the last few years about we need an NFL model, this is the control back.
Bishop and Friends.
Sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
Common Man here for Diamonds Direct. I can't believe the new offer Diamonds Direct has going on this month. Listen, for the first time, when you purchase a natural diamond engagement ring, you get a free natural tennis bracelet. If you're ready to pop the question, there is no better time. Get the perfect ring and a gorgeous wedding gift this June from Diamonds Direct. A tennis bracelet is at the top of most jewelry wish lists, and Serena Williams brings it right to you. It's timeless and perfect for everyday wear or layering for more of a wow factor. And I know wow. The experts at Diamonds Direct will help you pick the best diamond for your budget and style. And through the end of the month, they're also taking the guesswork out of your next gifting occasion. These bracelets are the perfect gift for birthdays, anniversaries, and of course, wedding days. Maybe a push present. For the best quality, price, and shopping experience, there is no better choice than Diamonds Direct. Catch them online, diamondsdirect.com. Tell them Common Man sent you.
The Columbus Men's Clinic opened in 2014 for guys who get it done. Let's talk, fellas. You solve problems all day at work. You fix your sink when it's broken. But when it comes to ED and low T, it doesn't get done. We get it. You hate going to the doctor, but you're the guy that fixes things. At the Columbus Men's Clinic, there's nothing to fear and no reason to delay. We've been destroying bedroom boredom for a decade. So if you haven't fixed this, call us. When the pills fail, call us. If you feel like you've tried everything, call us. Here, there's hope. From the conventional to the next level. You'll be seen by our friendly, discreet physician who will take the time to listen. Imagine finally taking care of this with no surgery. Imagine going from feeling gray to living life in vibrant color. It's time to be confident. Join the thousands of guys who have found success after walking through our doors. Will you be one of them? Dial 614-300-7400 or go to columbusmensclinic.com to schedule a $99 male performance consultation, including blood work. Do it for you. Do it for her. columbusmensclinic.com. Book your appointment now.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
You wanted the best. Instead, you got these two. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
You never know who's going to pop into the YouTube chat. Just go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, and click on the live stream. The big boss man, Fish, is in the chat.
Oh, yeah, he is.
So if you want to talk to the boss, questions, comments, complaints about anything you hear or don't hear here on The Fan, Fish is there for you. He drops lines like this in the chat. My girlfriend complains that I never buy her flowers. I didn't even know she sold flowers.
Love it. That's good. By the way, we had a few people say in the last segment when we were talking about conspiracy theories, the ones that you were saying, the celebrity conspiracy theories, YouTube feed was getting a little wonky.
That does not surprise me.
Scritchy and scratchy as we were suddenly starting to talk about some conspiracies there, buddy. So you got to watch out for that.
That doesn't surprise me.
By the way, you brought up Marissa Tomei in that last segment because she got the Oscar for My Cousin Vinny, and that's one of the theories is that was done
That was a
incorrectly.
mistake.
Yeah,
The name was read by mistake, and they just didn't correct it or take it back.
Marissa Tomei was in The Wrestler, and if I'm not mistaken, she gets naked in that movie.
She takes it.
She does a good job with all that. She's doing A-okay.
The
Mickey Rourke.
The back door.
Right?
Mickey Rourke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Also botched.
Oh, yeah.
He's
had some bad work, yes. But you can have that version of Marissa Tomei. You can have Marissa Tomei in that movie all day long if that's what you're into. What gets me going is in My Cousin Vinny in the courtroom scene when she's talking about pause attraction and explaining a limited slip differential.
Pause-attraction.
Yes, pause attraction. And everybody knows if you've been stuck in the mud in Alabama.
1983.
My father was a mechanic. My brother was a mechanic. My uncle was a mechanic.
Yeah, that's the version that gets it done for the old T-Bone right there.
On campus.
Common Man and T-Bones. On campus, the latest college sports news and notes.
Sponsored by Reverse Aesthetics. Does it jiggle or shake? Schedule your medical weight loss consultation today at reverse-aesthetics.com.
Well, man, I saw a story today that I don't believe to be true, so I'm not going to share the whole numbers and all the details, but it piqued my interest in this player. There's a recruiting story out there about a 2026 high-profile quarterback recruit who has recently selected Texas as his destination, okay?
Yeah.
And the story that I saw from an unconfirmed source said he had accepted millions of dollars in NIL money, and that's why he's going to Texas, yada, yada, yada. Now, that could be true. We know the NIL game is a real thing, and there's a reason why players choose to go places. Part of it has to do with the monetary inducements, shall we say. But then I looked into it because I had not heard of this player. His name is Dia Bell. He is the number 2 rated quarterback in the 2026 class. And then I looked up, he's from Florida.
He's Rajay Bell's kid, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's Rajay Bell's son.
Yeah.
So I have to guess, I don't know if that story's true or not. It may be, and it may be that that's exactly what's happening. But I also would have to think, at least partially, that if your dad's a famous NFL player, it ain't, or in this case, NBA player, who made millions and millions of dollars, that may not be as big of a priority for you as if you're coming from just a family that does not have NBA player salary. So I'm not saying he doesn't want to earn his own money. I'm not saying he doesn't want to get that, but just be careful when you read some of those stories.
Can I tell you something else that bothers me, though?
What's that?
Until the rules change, and maybe they will, I'm sure they will, can we stop talking about, like, oh, this guy only went here because of the NIL?
Well,
that's like saying, oh, this guy only went here because they showed him a good time during his visit and they have a snazzy locker room. It's like, yes, this is part of the game now.
Well, also, I'm sure it doesn't hurt. The numbers that I saw, though, were literally like he's getting $10 million to sign on and then $1.5 million every year.
All right, whatever.
It's like that could be. It doesn't seem like the place that was putting that out is very reliable. I would take that with a huge grain of salt. However, I was reading an article that Texas is doing a thing called, they're saying essentially that they are sandwich recruiting, which means they are essentially trying to find a way to take high-profile guys like Arch Manning, who they have, and then a high-profile recruit like Dia Bell, and then in between, they're not necessarily going for, like, the biggest names out there because they're hoping that they're going to have a few years of these stars in between. So it kind of makes sense. Meanwhile, USC has lost a couple of recruits.
No.
Oh, okay. Don't do that.
Top of the 5 o'clock hour. It's right there on the bottom of the sheet.
I didn't look at it because it's Wildcard Wednesday.
I got it.
I didn't look at the bottom of the sheet. What does it say? I don't even have
Things are not going well for Lincoln Riley.
Oh, that's what's not going well for him. Well, I didn't know that's what it was. I thought it was like
he was busted eating a party box.
I did see that. I didn't know that's what that was. All right. Do you have anything about Michigan's quarterback recruiting?
No.
Okay, good. Top 150 quarterback Brady Hart has committed to Michigan.
Hey, everybody.
Nope, that's Brady Hoke.
Brady Hoke Show.
He says, we're going to build the best class in the country. 6'4", 180-pounder, chose to play his college ball for the Wolverines over the likes of Clemson, Florida State, LSU, Miami, and apparently Ohio State. Now, I don't know how high he was on the list there for the 2026 class, but there you go. He is trying to see where they have him ranked, but whatever. Who cares? Top 150. You know what I'm going to say? Probably not any good. That's what I'm going to go ahead and say. There are also, where's the other story I had?
Somebody erased my Brady Hoke show.
They did?
Yeah.
Well, that's not good.
It's gone.
Well, while you're looking for that, here's the last story I had for this. And it's kind of a big one. Name, image, and likeness is a thing now for college basketball, clearly, too. And there is the big Las Vegas tourney. Do you remember talking about this?
Yeah.
The tournament now has teams involved. We know what they will be next year. The Players Era Festival this November will include 8 teams. And in 2025, they expect it to grow to 18. The deal of this one, so here are the teams. Bama, Creighton, Houston, Notre Dame, Oregon, Rutgers, San Diego State, and Texas A&M have all committed to play in this event. 7 of those 8 signed on for the next 3 seasons. Oregon can't because they've already committed to the 2025 Maui Invitational. But in this, it will be a first. Players Era Festival will also include $1 million NIL payout for all participating schools. So that will go right to the players. And they're saying they want to expand this next year and make it bigger. So be prepared for all the big basketball schools to want to get involved in this.
I am so pissed off this is gone. It's gone.
Gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
It lives somewhere.
We did a bit.
No, we will find it. I'm not saying it's
Brady,
in there.
Was it the Brady Hoke? No, it was a Jim Tom Sula show.
We did do a Jim Tom Sula show.
That's what I'm thinking of.
We did something about Brady Hoke, though. I feel like we did something with Brady Hoke, but
the Jim Tom Sula show is 3 minutes long. Did you know that? And really, it's all just leading up to a fart joke at the end.
Why did we do that for 3 minutes?
I don't know. Why do we do anything we do?
It's a great question.
All right, on the chat right now. Play it, don't play it. Jim Tom Sula show. You make the call. Plus, things are not going well for Lincoln Riley. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's a 5-minute delay due to an accident that's blocking the right lane on eastbound 70 on the east side before 33. Emergency crews are on scene causing that holdup. We also have some slow traffic on southbound 270 on the east outer belt between Livingston Avenue and I-70. This report is sponsored by Pierre's Ice Cream. Get your spoons ready for Pierre's Ice Cream. Cherry vanilla, cookies and cream, nuts about Buckeyes. All Pierre's flavors are next level. Made in Ohio, made with the best. Pierre's Ice Cream. We've got your flavor. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Thanks for coming with me to Meijer.
Absolutely. Ooh, I'll take one of these.
During the Meijer 7 for $7 sale, mix or match hundreds of items and pay just $1 each when you pick any 7 or more. We need bell peppers, egg-rich meat franks to grill, Powerade sports drinks for warm days, Chobani Greek yogurt, and Meijer essential paper towels.
On it. And an extra cart.
What? Why?
Well, it's only $1 each. We're getting way more than 7.
Shop the 7 for $7 sale at Meijer and pay just $1 each when you mix or match any 7 or more. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
You know that project you've been working on? Just chipping away at it, dreaming of the day you get to show it off? Then, when you're least expecting it, cancer. And finishing that project actually happens. I would know. I've been restoring this car for years, and today I'm giving it to my granddaughter. It's her 16th birthday and 2 years since my cancer diagnosis.
Mom, you finished it?
Happy birthday, boo-boo. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans to learn more.
Hey, welcome to the IKEA Midsummer Sale.
Hello.
Save up to 50% on outdoor furniture and indoor essentials and have your best summer.
Oh, how about storage for my inflatable flamingos?
We've got you covered. Let's turn your space into a summer haven with space for birds.
Awesome.
Visit us in store from June 12th to July 9th or at ikea-usa.com/midsummer. Offer valid dates may vary. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary by store and online. See store on ikea-usa.com/midsummer for complete terms. Restrictions apply.
Get your air conditioner fixed fast. Call Care Heating and Cooling. 1-800-COOLING.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here, and the playoff action is here. And there isn't a more rewarding sportsbook in the game than Tipico. Get ready to bet on the biggest games of the year, the playoff basketball, the hockey, the actions every night. You want to make the most of every game, you've got to bet with Tipico. You'll get up to 5% cash back on your bets. Claim your new sign-up bonus now and get $150 in protected bets when you deposit $100. Sign up now. Enter the promo code TheFan150 to get your bonus. Download the Tipico Sportsbook app today. Must be 21 or older and physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions do apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
O'Reilly.
Protect your vehicle's engine with Syntec and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Syntec Full Synthetic Motor Oil is formulated for today's engines to protect against wear and deposits. Get 5 quarts of Syntec Full Synthetic and a MicroGuard Select filter for just $33.99 in-store only. Limit supply. Learn more at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hi, this is Ron from the Good Feet store. Are you standing on painful feet all day? Don't lose hope. We want to help you live without pain. Discover your option and visit goodfeet.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels. Baseball, Cincinnati Reds dropped their series finale in Pittsburgh to the Pirates 1-0 today. Cleveland Guardians will continue their series at home with Seattle. Guardians have dropped 3 in a row. Despite that, they still lead their division, the AL Central, by 4.5. Columbus Clippers continue their series in Worcester, Massachusetts tonight. Soccer, Columbus Crew on the road facing Inter Miami, who will be without Lionel Messi. He's participating with Argentina in Copa America. From college basketball, word coming today that Ohio State sophomore guard Taysom Chapman will miss the entire upcoming season with a knee injury that he suffered during summer workouts that required surgery. Chapman played in 16 games for the Buckeyes last year. This update brought to you by BMI Federal Credit Union. Earn a $200 cash bonus at BMI Federal Credit Union when you open a new free checking account. Visit bmifcu.org/free. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Attention. Please flip your listening device to the stupid setting. Thank you. You're listening to Man and Bone.
Happy Wednesday. It is Wildcard Wednesday. Tweet us. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you do your thing.
Tweet us at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093.
We had this one in the chat on the YouTube stream from Gabe. Gabe Bishop is what it says.
Bo Bishop?
It doesn't say that he's related to Bo. I'm going to assume he's not, but maybe he is. Let him live. He said, I've been listening since 2016. I started my radio career this week in northern Minnesota. You guys are awesome, and even in the north, I'll never miss a show. So it sounds
That's
like
nice, buddy.
He was listening to us.
Congratulations.
Now has gotten into radio, and very cool. Glad to hear that. I wish you luck in this very sadistic and weird business.
Me too. If you ever need anything, reach out.
For sure.
I mean, it's tough sledding in this business. But I don't know you. I don't know why I'm saying I believe in you. You could be an idiot. You could be a terrible idiot.
He's probably not. Or well,
you're probably not, but I'm just saying you could be. You listen to this show every single day.
We're idiots. I'm just saying. I mean, yeah, but this business, the number one piece of advice I give to anyone who wants to do radio is, and this is not the best life advice. It is, if you want to be successful in radio, you just got to hang around. And even then, it doesn't guarantee success. But if you get out, you definitely will not be successful.
When did you know you wanted to do radio? Like, was there one moment?
I was like, I think I was in 7th grade, and I heard one of the older upperclassmen talking on our intercom.
Yeah.
They did the morning announcements at our school. And so I went to a Christian school where we were all in the same building. So I heard like a senior giving the announcements, and I thought, I'm going to do that my senior year. And then that day was listening on the way home, and I thought, why couldn't I just do the radio thing too? I want to do this. I want to be talking in front of people. And I don't know why, but that's just always been a desire I had.
I was interested in all the arty things. Like, I liked the idea of acting. I liked the idea of being a stand-up comic, TV, radio. That was all on the table for me.
Yeah.
But I would listen to talk radio. I'd listen to sports talk radio. There was one particular show that I listened to when I was maybe a freshman, sophomore in high school. It was on ESPN 1000 in Chicago. It wasn't called ESPN 1000 then. It was just WMVP.
Okay.
1000. And it was Norm Van Leer, who has passed on, used to play for the Bulls, and Lance McAllister.
Oh, yeah.
Who is a longtime Cincinnati guy, and I'm sure Reds fans are familiar with Lance. He's still on the air down there. And so I used to listen every single day when I came home from school. One day I come home from school, and the show's not on. As a matter of fact, the station's not on.
Right.
They had changed formats. They were simulcasting an FM station, a music station, onto 1000. They had fired everybody.
Yeah.
I was so devastated. This was my first brush with radio mortality, right? It's a cruel business. I didn't realize that at the time. All I knew is I can't listen to my favorite show anymore. So I went to the phone book and looked up the phone number for the company that owned 1000, which at the time was a company, doesn't exist anymore, called Evergreen Media.
Okay.
I called the main switchboard and said, can you please patch me through to Lance McAllister? Think about how stupid this is. This can only happen in a 14-year-old's brain.
Yeah, it's
right?
Like, hi, you just fired this guy, but I'd still like to call his office desk and leave him a voicemail.
Right, that's exactly what I wanted to do. And so she patched me through to his office phone, went to voicemail. It was his voice. I left a message. I said, hello, you don't know me. I'm Mike Riccardotti. I live in St. Charles, Illinois. I listen every single day, and I'm devastated that you're not on the air anymore, and I hope you find another job. That was it.
Yeah.
I didn't leave my phone number, nothing like that. 10 minutes later, my house phone rings, and I'm the only one home, so I answer it. And it's Lance McAllister. I didn't leave my number, but my last name is unique, so he looked me up.
Wow.
In the white pages. He looked me up, called me back to tell me how wonderful it was that I reached out to him. And he appreciated it. And it was that moment that I said to myself, I want to do that. That moment.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Then when I started working here in Columbus after a few years, and he was back in Cincinnati, I ran into him. And I said, you're not going to remember this. And then I told him the story, and he says, I remember it clearly.
Wow.
I remember that day. I remember you calling. I remember you calling me back. It was that one thing. If that thing didn't happen, if he didn't call me back, I'm probably not sitting here right now.
That's very interesting. Oh,
maybe that was be for the better.
That's a great story.
Well, it's also like, it's a story that is very incredible, and especially if people are not familiar with it, there used to be these things called phone books where you could just pick them up and you're like, yeah, I'm not saying this is good when people like online now, people get worried about, I don't want to get doxxed. I don't want my info out there, rightfully so. But like all of us were just involuntarily doxxed at like when we were kids. Our houses, your address, your phone number, it's all just out there. People just look you up in the phone book and be like, oh, yeah, that's where they are. That's who they are. And just give you a call. It's crazy.
So maybe today's that day for Gabe Bishop. Maybe he starts his job in Minnesota, and then 10 years later, he's some hotshot guy.
Yeah.
Gets in touch with us and says, hey, remember that day? This is me now. I'm your new boss, and you're fired.
Bishop's a good radio name. I mean, we got one here.
It is
whatever town he ends up in, he can just be the bishop of whatever. That would be his moniker.
Yeah,
you Bishop
that'll
of
go over
Atlanta.
well as soon as you walk in the door.
Yeah.
Young guy.
Yeah.
I'm the bishop.
No, you got to. Here's what you do, especially
once he earns his stripes. I mean, you got to get a show to have a name like that.
Well, he said he's starting as a personality. So, I mean, maybe he's been in radio, but now he gets to finally host a show. I'm not sure.
Well, you know what? Hey, man, good luck to you. I'm thinking of you.
I got a name for the show. I think you call it Sports Night, but it's KNIGHT with Gabe Bishop. A little bit of a chess theme there. Got knights and bishops.
I see what you're doing there.
Got it. All right.
Hey, sorry.
Things are not working out well for Lincoln Riley. USC's 2025 recruiting class has suffered a second massive blow in the span of 24 hours Wednesday morning with the decommitment of five-star defensive tackle Justice Terry. He wrote on X, my recruitment is open. ! Decommitted.
I just want to say, throw it in reverse, Terry. Throw it in reverse. He is backed out of his commitment.
Terry's decision to reopen his commitment comes just one day after five-star defensive end commit Isaiah Gibson pulled his verbal pledge from the Trojans, yanking two of the top three prospects from Lincoln Riley's upcoming class that previously ranked third in ESPN teams' rankings. However, now they don't.
Right. I mean, I know people are going to look at this one and bemoan the fact that this happens, but I don't know what you expect when you have name, image, and likeness. I don't know why people think this is such a bad thing, that players have the opportunity to decide where they want to go, and they have the opportunity before. Look, these offers are made, and they are not committable. Can these guys sign right now and say, I want to go there? Right? This is a 2025 class commit, correct? Signing day is not until December. Two of them, right. So either of them cannot sign until December of this year at the earliest. And then I think in February, again, we still have the traditional signing day. But if you want this to not be a problem, the NCAA could open all of this up and fix all this problem by saying, you make an offer to a 10th grader, good. It's committable instantly. He can sign on the dotted line, and you have to honor that no matter if that kid sucks when he's a senior or if he blows out both of his ACLs or whatever else. Most of these college football coaches and most of the college administrators who are bemoaning name, image, and likeness and, it's just all this money and players, sign them on the dotted line then. If you want to be locked in, you want to have a contract that's got an honorable agreement to it, sign a contract the minute they want to take your commitment in 10th grade. They won't go for it because they don't want to be locked in on a guy that may not develop. So, yeah, I totally think we could go a route that would fix some of this if they'd open up the signing period and not make it something that only happens the December before, you're supposed to go report to be on campus.
Wildcard Wednesday. What do you got, Boner?
Let's see. We've got a few here. Weekend Coach says, my guys, if you could choose one fast food restaurant to have their prices be what they were in the 90s for 1 year, which restaurant would you choose? Now, he did say fast food. I was going to say, because I'd go steakhouse instantly just to get.
No, that doesn't work.
But that's not going to be a thing.
Probably Mickey D's just because I go there more often.
Yeah, that's good. Although, if Wendy's did it, could we get the menu items that are there too?
See that? They didn't say that.
Well, the prices are there, so the menu board would have to at least reflect what the prices were. Maybe they would also reflect the items available. All I'm saying is, whether it's McDonald's or whether it's Wendy's, you would have supersize and biggie sizes back. I would take that. But I'd probably go with Wendy's on that. This one is from Rondo. A lot of fast food today. He says, my fast food fondlers. What is the furthest you've traveled to eat at a restaurant? Apologies if this has been asked. And then he gives an example. One day, me and a friend took a road trip from Cincinnati to Chicago to go to a Portillo's. We drove back home to C-Bus after we ate.
When was this? When did he go? Did he say?
He didn't say, because I was going to tell him if he didn't know.
They have one closer than that.
Yeah, you can get to Indianapolis. They've got one there.
There's one in Indy. There's one in Fort Wayne, which, by the way, I've done the one in Fort Wayne, where I just go from my house to Dublin, in Dublin to Fort Wayne, ate, sat in the parking lot, turned around, came home.
And that's a 2-hour and 30-minute drive.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Didn't even eat in the restaurant, huh?
No, because it was pandemic-y.
Oh,
restaurant wasn't open.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I just was, had nothing to do on a day that I had off from the show. And it's not like, let's just go somewhere and have fun. We weren't going anywhere.
Right.
So I just drove, ate Portillo's, turned around.
I got nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
I know that I've done this, and I'm just trying to think of the furthest I would have gone. I mean, it probably would have been like that, probably driving up to like 2 hours away. I've
done Cleveland before.
I have done like North Canton. They had a Mr. Hero up that way. And I didn't like our Mr. Hero here. Remember, we had is
it gone?
I don't know, but that was the only one we knew of that was left in Columbus. You and I had one
Mr.
of the
Hero
worst,
ever.
one of the worst experiences we'd ever had.
I wanted to kill
restaurant.
myself and everyone else that was there.
So at that time, I was completely off that Mr. Hero. So I wanted a Roman burger so badly. Yes, I took a weekend and drove up to North Canton and got a Mr. Hero and then came back.
We have 3, and they're all open right now.
Well, that must have changed because at the time
Livingston,
there was only
Morse Road, and one in Whitehall.
I don't remember which one it was.
It was the one.
It wasn't Morse Road. It was Livingston.
It was Livingston.
That was the one.
I don't know if they've changed management.
I hope that.
Back in the day,
so.
It's got a 4.1 on Google. Maybe we just went on the worst day ever.
We probably did.
Because that was the worst lunch.
It was.
It took 9 hours.
Yes. And I felt, because there was only one person working everything. And I felt for this woman because she also had like her kids there.
We should just left, even though we paid.
No,
we should just left.
I know. I felt bad for her because literally her kids she's trying to like keep an eye on her kids in the dining room while she was running the fryer, the register, the grill, everything, and a drive-through. I think they had 2. Like the whole thing was just, it sucked for her, but they had no one else there working.
Can I tell you something, buddy?
What's that?
Next week?
What?
Should we give it another shot?
Yeah.
You and me?
Let's hit it.
Mr. Hero.
We got to talk to Ted, though. I mean, because, Timmy, you want to go?
Well, Ted will probably be gone on Wednesday, and I'll be off.
Oh, you're
or
off.
else I would.
Okay. Well, if
have one for me.
We will. Bodie?
Bodie's never had a hamburger.
I'm in.
Come on, Bodie. You can go with us to Mr. Hero. That'd be great. Let's do it.
The robo umps are coming for you. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
Traffic is moving slowly on southbound 270 on the west outer belt between Roberts Road and I-70. And we've got a 10-minute delay due to a crash that's blocking the right lane on eastbound 70 on the east side before 33. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lesset. The Ohio Laborers, they're more than just hard hats and tools. They're the backbone of Ohio's infrastructure, constructing vital projects that shape your communities. Witness their members as they construct solar energy facilities, harnessing the power of the sun for Ohio's future. Build Ohio right, build it Union. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Most businesses have one tagline.
How boring is that?
Which is why at Sunny Street Cafe, we've got 7.
Yes, please.
Like our number 6.
Sunny Street Cafe, the fancy pancake place.
Amazing fancy.
Now with 8 locations.
Thanks for coming with me to Meijer.
Absolutely. Ooh, I'll take one of these.
During the Meijer 7 for $7 sale, mix or match hundreds of items and pay just $1 each when you pick any 7 or more. We need bell peppers, egg-rich meat franks to grill, Powerade sports drinks for warm days, Chobani Greek yogurt, and Meijer essential paper towels.
On it. And an extra cart.
What? Why?
Well, it's only $1 each. We're getting way more than 7.
Shop the 7 for $7 sale at Meijer and pay just $1 each when you mix or match any 7 or more. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
More and more people are falling into problem gambling. Mary Haven's experts offer comprehensive care. You and your loved ones can count on mental, emotional, and financial guidance.
Confidential and judgment-free. Go to maryhaven.com today.
If you're about to get engaged or ready to walk down the aisle, your true love deserves a true jeweler, the Diamond Seller. As a true jeweler, we not only have designer collections to meet your bridal needs, but we also have talented in-house designers who can create something truly one of a kind. Visit the Diamond Seller today.
This is Ice-T, repping Raising Cane's Iced Tea, the official iced tea of iced tea. Brewed throughout the day and perfectly poured over Cane's signature crushed ice makes Cane's Iced Tea the only iced tea as fresh as me. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Another day is here, and you're ready for it. What to wear? Check. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Check. Planning for what's next and how to save for it? That's where Bank of America can help. For your financial to-dos, Bank of America has experts ready to help get you closer to your goals. Get started at one of our Central Ohio financial centers or 24/7 in our mobile banking app. Find a location near you at bankofamerica.com/talktous. What would you like the power to do? Mobile banking requires downloading the app and is only available for select devices. Message and data rates may apply. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC.
Tita Green with Skip Mosick.
Saturday, we'll hear from former Buckeye Neil Shipley, who makes his pro debut in Canada this week. Plus, check in at Hartford and visit with Gary Van Sickle.
Tita Green with Skip Mosick, presented by X-Golf. Saturday mornings at 9 on The Fan.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here, and the playoff action is here, and there isn't a more rewarding sportsbook in the game than Tipico. Get ready to bet on the biggest games of the year, the playoff basketball, the hockey, the actions every night. You want to make the most of every game? You've got to bet with Tipico. You'll get up to 5% cash back on your bets. Claim your new sign-up bonus now and get $150 in protected bets when you deposit $100. Sign up now. Enter the promo code TheFan150 to get your bonus. Download the Tipico Sportsbook app today. Must be 21 or older and physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions do apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Picture this, the perfect summer barbecue. No stress, no responsibilities, just all your friends, burgers sizzling, hot dogs cooking, Pepsi Zero Sugar fizzing, and a backyard of very, very happy people. Oh yeah, we could get used to this. Very, very used to this. Pepsi, the official beverage of Grills Night Out. Summer grilling just got better with new Pepsi Lime and Pepsi Peach. Available for a limited time.
Every year, Adult Protective Services receives thousands of reports of elder abuse, exploitation, and neglect in Ohio. When a report is received, Adult Protective Services can check in and provide help if needed. If someone you know is showing signs of elder maltreatment, don't hesitate to call 855-OHIO-APS. Let's work together to help every Ohioan age safely.
Do you know someone struggling to figure out their mental health benefits? The Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office is here to help. Find us at insurance.ohio.gov/GETMHIA or call us at 855-438-6442. Don't wait. The Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office can help you figure out what mental health insurance benefits may be in their plan. Call us today at 855-438-6442.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GIFT for an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. That's promo code GIFT.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Still hot and humid this evening, but cloudy skies have kept our temperatures a little bit more tolerable. Through this evening, there's a chance for a couple pop-up showers and thunderstorms that'll slowly wind down after sunset. Temperatures tonight fall farther than they did last night thanks to clearing skies. Humidity still stays high, though, so temperatures in the 70s, still feeling a little bit warmer than that as you step out the door early on Thursday morning. I'm meteorologist Madison Reich with your Dopplerton forecast on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Highly medicated, barely educated. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
It is Wildcard Wednesday. Please do tweet us at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093 or pop in the YouTube chat. Hey, China, the country, not the dead wrestler.
Thank God you clarified.
Is sending 31 swimmers to the Olympics. 11 of them are involved in a doping scandal because they tested positive for a banned heart drug during the Tokyo Games. But we just found out about this 3 years later because that's the way it works. You go to the Olympics, you win. Then
cheat.
3 years later, they say, hey, man, you tested positive for something. And then the Olympic Committee says, like, we're going to take it back. But by then, you already made your communist money in China. You're a big star. Now you're back on the team.
Make your communist money in your communist country.
You know what I mean?
Communist bastards. Right, yeah.
By the way, it warms me that, like, Putin and Kim Jong-un are hanging out now. China's entered the chat. This ought to be good.
Yeah. Did you see that the two of them were trying to get into an SUV and they were both like, no, you first. It's like good to know that even horrible despots are just like,
they're polite to each other.
You go first. No, you go first. Which of us is going to push the button on our people first? You or me? Who cares? Just you go in. We'll discuss it all later.
You go first.
Right.
You try the soup.
They probably have both learned. Let's not do that. So that's I don't understand why the Olympics are like that. I don't know why they do that.
They're stupid. That's why.
It sucks. Maybe the rule should be if you break the rules in one Olympics and you won gold medals, those get taken away, and then you miss the next one, right? Like if you get popped for doping in baseball, you then miss games after you doped to then, like if you get a bad test that says you doped, you then miss like maybe a season or half a season or amount of time where it's like, oh, they could have played, they could have amassed stats, wins, money. Well, you don't get to do that now. Well, that's not fair. This could be their last go-around. Well, should have thought about that before you cheated. That's what I would say.
Robo umps.
Yeah, we're getting the worst of the possible options with this system, at least in my mind.
Want to know why?
Why?
Because Rob Manfred is stupid.
Yes.
The owners he represent are stupid. The players are stupid. The umpires are stupid. And when you add all that up, the fan always loses.
Yes. So here, this is from Jesse Rogers of ESPN. This is he believes a prelude to future changes at the big league level. Major League Baseball has informed farm system directors across the league that the AAA level is going to pivot to using the challenge-based automated ball strike system in all games at that level. Currently, for the last couple of years, AAA games have used the challenge system for weekend contests and full ABS, meaning ABS stands for automated ball strike system. So ABS, not analog brake system like I thought it was. But that means that every ball and strike is automated, called by the computers with the like K-zone type of thing. It can detect if that's a ball or a strike to pretty solid accuracy. What they currently are doing in AAA, from what I understand, is they are letting that happen. And then there are, if you have a concern, it's like, well, this is what the thing called. I don't know what you want me to do. The umpire still signals ball or strike, but it's being done by a computer on weekend games. Now they're going to put that in place for every week, but they are tweaking it. They're going to have it only be a challenge system. So rather than the ABS, which could make every single ball strike call in the game
accurate,
100%
for every batter.
Yeah,
no umpire distinction, nothing.
The ump will still be there going. Ah!
Yeah, I mean he'll be calling it.
It's in his ear. It's going to say ball,
just
ball,
like that,
or
ball,
strike. I'm just thinking like an automated voice. But then what they're doing instead and what might be on its way to Major League Baseball if they ever implement this at the Major League level, which they probably will, is that rather than calling all of them, 2 or 3 times a game, you'll be able to challenge. So the umps will still make their terrible calls. They will still possibly get every ball and strike wrong in every game. That's a possibility, right? They're humans. They can get every single call wrong. You will only be able to challenge them as a manager 2 or maybe 3 times, depending on whatever rule they come up with. In AAA, it's going to be the challenge system. I believe it's 2 times that you get to challenge.
Stupid.
So
completely stupid.
So you could have one at bat, key at bat, where you blow your 2 challenge calls, and then on the strike 3, it's wrong too. You get the other 2 overturned. The third one, he gets it wrong, but you'd have no challenges.
Let me tell you what we do. Very simple.
Yeah.
Robo umps. We've determined this is accurate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every single ballpark is retrofitted with this technology. That's not a problem anymore. It's not like, in college football, it's like, wow, the Big Ten only has SD. But the Big 12 has HD, and that's why we can't have replay be the same. I don't want to hear about that crap. No. This is Major League Baseball. Your teams are worth billions of dollars. You all have the technology in the ballparks. We know this K-zone technology works. You implement it. That is your ball strike routine. You got an umpire back there. He is still responsible for foul tips. He is responsible for, drop third strikes, calling the balls and strikes that the computer calls, right? You have no argument because it's on the computer. The only argument you can possibly have is if you can prove there's a malfunction.
Yeah. And
how do you prove that?
Well, you can't. That's what they said, at least when we talked to Jason Stark about it previously, and what's been written about this when they did it at the lower A level and the independent league and all that stuff, was umpires just stood there when a controversial close strike 3 was called or a ball 4 or whatever, and everybody just kind of stood around, and they might have been mad. They might have thrown their glove or something in the dugout, but no one came out to argue because, what am I going to argue? You didn't even make this call. It's the computer making it.
Yes.
So then it eliminated that whole thing. Now there's still going to be arguments, right, where someone maybe it's a close play at first, and maybe the umpire calls out.
Okay, that's fine. That's still going to be a human making that call.
And you can still review that once or twice. I just don't know why we're adding, the worst part of sports are the reviews.
I also hate the reviews, too. I've gone the other way on reviews. I was all pro baseball reviews. Now it's ridiculous, where it's every 10 seconds you got a shot in the dugout of a coach on the phone with a finger up in the air.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Wait. Oh. I'm going to say this. If the call is egregious enough to be seen with the naked eye, then you challenge.
Well, that's it.
All right? There's no on the phone. There's no hold on a second. I'm going to wait till my guys tell me. In the moment, if you look at that and say, you're wrong, he was safe, then challenge it in the moment.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The way we could go with this is just every call is done by an ump. It's done by the robo ump, but the guy behind the plate signals what it is for you, so you still feel like you're at a baseball game, but at least you know it's right, and then no one can argue balls and strikes anymore. No one can get out there and get mad, get thrown out.
Feel like you're at a baseball game. You know what else you can do if you got the robo ump?
What's that?
I know you won't. I know I'm just yelling at the abyss right now. Take the dumb K-zone off the screen.
Well, no kidding.
Let me watch a baseball game without video game stuff in my face.
Well,
please.
If you had that, you wouldn't need.
You wouldn't need it, but I bet you they would still have it for some reason.
Right.
No, see, it's a strike. No, and he called it a strike. See, it's a strike.
But if the computer is calling it, we wouldn't need it because we just assume it was in the K-zone.
Take it off the damn screen. Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer is coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You should watch out for an accident that's blocking the right lane on eastbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 23 and 71. And there's also a slowdown due to a crash that's blocking the right lane on eastbound 70 on the east side before 33. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart, who stands between your vehicle and rust, bug guts, scratches, and your best friend riding shotgun. Refresh your ride with Z-Bart Detailing Services. For a limited time, scratch removal from only $29 and window tint starting at $99. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Common
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. If you listen to my show every day, congratulations, you're getting the best. Now I want you to drive the best. But unlike the lie I told before, Jermaine Lexus really is the best. I just picked up my brand new RX 350 a few weeks ago. It is fabulous. They want to make you a customer for life. Right now, rates are as low as 1.9%. Lease payments are as low as $489 a month. And the Memorial Courtesy vehicles are now on the lot. Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. Check them out online, JermaineLexus.com. Tell them Common Man sent you.
If your garage door is embarrassed because all the other garage doors are laughing at the awful noises he makes going up or down, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, we've fixed crappy garage doors, straightforward and honest. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
A healthy body needs good food. This summer, the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce is sponsoring Sun Meals, a summer food program where kids eat free. Children under 18 receive healthy meals and no sign-up is required. Locations may be right in your neighborhood. Call 1-866-348-6479 or visit education.ohio.gov/kidseat for meal locations and times. That's education.ohio.gov/kidseat.
Hey guys, Andy Katzenmoyer for Game Day Men's Health. Struggling with low energy, lack of focus, and trouble in the bedroom? You might have low testosterone. Game Day is here to help. They specialize in low T and other treatments just for men, like vitamin therapy, sexual wellness, and weight loss. Best of all, it's quick. Get started in as little as one visit. Go to GameDayMen'sHealth.com/thefan to book your free low T test today. That's GameDayMen'sHealth.com/thefan.
Now at UDF, buy 3 everyday favorites with UDrive Plus to quickly stack an extra 20 cents in gas savings. That includes drinks like Coke and Sprite, Pepsi, and Mountain Dew. And that adds up. UDF, made for you. Specially marked products with an opted-in UDrive account.
All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube. Watch us live or on demand by searching 971 The Fan. Which fan host will awkwardly scratch their privates? Let's find out together. Find us on YouTube, The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone here for the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
It's our absolute favorite place to go for that live VIP sportsbook experience. 12,000 square feet of sportsbook action. 2 huge walls of TVs, not to mention delicious food and drink. But your experience can be even better if you download the Penn Play app.
Yep, you can get up to $140 in rewards. It's so easy, dummies like us can do it. Got to download the free Penn Play app today and cash in your bonuses. Plus, you never know, and you'll see Man and I lurking around.
I'm lurking. Must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When I'm not voicing Wendy's ads, I'm gaming. I stay up and fueled because Wendy's delivers late.
Are you recording a Wendy's ad? Come on!
Got 'em. Whatever you're up for, we're down. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Delivery Late Night. Open till midnight or later.
Hours and delivery availability may vary.
Big things are happening on the east side.
We're ready to deal. Come negotiate during May's Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda. Lower payments, better financing, more value for any trade. Shop lindsayhonda.com and see new Hondas with thousands in savings plus many other deals. We'll work hard to get you a payment you can afford. Now during May Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference. See lindsayhonda.com for program details.
Driving plays a big part in driving the local economy. It helps us all get where we're going and creates good jobs close to home. At Synovus Energy, our refineries in Toledo and Lima are a reliable domestic source of gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel. Plus, more than 2,300 employees and contractors work for us here in Ohio. See how we're helping local communities move forward at Synovus.com.
Raising Cane's iced tea is the official iced tea of me, iced tea. Now, I heard some people order their box combos with water. Listen, water is for fishes and snitches, Jack. Chill out with Cane's iced tea this summer. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Common Man and T-Bone's Name Drop with the biggest name dropper of them all, the CBJ's Jeff Remmer.
Sponsored by Buyers Imports, Hamilton Road by the airport.
The legendary voice of your Columbus Blue Jackets. It's Name Dropping with Jeff Rimmer on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Hello, Rims.
And good afternoon, gentlemen. How's everybody?
All great now that you're here. How about that game last night, Rims?
Outstanding. One of my favorite all-time postseason, playoffs, Stanley Cup final games. By the way, 8.4 million people tuned in for Game 5 last night, and that's across North America, including the Canadian distribution, which is Sportsnet and Hockey Night in Canada, and of course ABC in the U.S. Just a phenomenal number.
Now, let me ask you this. I think for, Game 4, we looked at that and said, all right, that's nice. They woke up from the dead. They're not going to get swept. They're not going to lose on their home ice, but they're going to go back to Florida and probably lose there. Are the Oiler fans now starting to believe this could actually be a thing?
Oh, yeah, there's no question. I talked to some people today, actually, up in Edmonton.
Oh, he gone.
What was that?
He just dropped.
I thought that was a tuba. Did he drop a tuba? Didn't it sound like that?
Yeah, it did. Well, it's the phone bank sound that we have. When you
drop it, it sounds like
when
a
you
tuba?
put him on, when you hang up on him or when you pick him up, it makes that little noise. There's little noises that. No, not. It was just the start of it. Yeah, he definitely we'll get him back. I'm sure his phone just crapped out because he was in a
My rotary phone crapped out.
He has the Yapper Dogs running on a treadmill to keep the all the solar panels and everything running in his house.
Is he back now?
It sounds like
Rims.
I'm back. What happened?
You dropped off. You got a crappy cell connection.
No, I have an excellent cell connection.
All right, we just hung up on you, I guess.
Anyway, just to continue, that was just a phenomenal game. Ratings, by the way, are up 64% from what they were last year for this series. But to answer your question, people in Edmonton are very, very excited. And I think this game's going back for a Game 7. I really believe the Oilers have got it together. And you were away a couple of weeks ago, and I was telling this to T-Bone. There's a certain writer down here. I'll give you his name, Greg Cody. He writes for the Miami Herald. And I'm not saying this is the reason the Oilers are coming back in this series. But if you can believe it, Cody said that McDavid, as he called him, McOverrated, was an overrated player. And based on what we've seen in the last 2 games, 4 points in each game, and how he has literally carried the Oilers right back into this series, he is just a phenomenal player. We've talked about this on previous shows going back during the season. He's probably, if he's not the best player in the National Hockey League right now, he's close to it. I don't see a rival, and he's going to be one of the best of all time.
Well, Rims, I was going to ask you, how are people in South Florida reacting to this? The nerves there have to be ratcheted up, especially when you consider Florida knows they have to do. It's just put one of these away and you're done. You're the champs. But Edmonton has that backed into a corner mentality right now that I don't think Florida's matching.
No, not at all. And the fans, they got little tight collars going here right now. I got one buddy who was lamenting. He was looking for tickets Saturday, wanted to take his wife. His wife wanted to go to the game. And lower bowl seats in a pretty good vicinity near center ice were going for between $1,500 and $1,800. That was Sunday. Prior to the game, excuse me, the tickets were now double, and in fact even more. The same seats were like $3,200 a piece. And as he told me, well, we got invited to a barbecue next door, so we decided not to go, and they've got a big 80-inch screen, so we'll watch the game there. And of course, he couldn't wait to text me this morning and tell me, boy, I would have been so pissed if I would have bought those tickets at $3,200 a pop for me and my wife and have to sit through that game and watch them lose. So, the fans are getting a little restless here in South Florida. And the media coverage, they get very little media coverage all season long. It's nothing like it was back in the early 90s and when the franchise first started. Of course, I was down here, and the coverage from all 3 local newspapers, they barely, in fact, even today, get the kind of coverage that we got back in the 90s when we went to the Stanley Cup Final.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer, brought to you by Rimmer's Friends, buyers imports by the airport. You want to talk about your friends, Rims?
As I've said many, many times before, we never give up the opportunity to talk about the guys at Buyers Imports, by the airport. And I've talked to the boys again here today, earlier on. Some of them are headed to Watkins Glen to watch the Porsche races this weekend. But before they left, they told me the inventory continues to grow, and that's whether you're looking for an Audi, a Polestar, a Porsche, whatever you're looking for. Volkswagen, Subaru. They've got them in stock and ready to deliver, both pre-owned and brand new cars in all selections and color combinations.
All right, Pascal Vincent gets fired, relieved of his duties. Don Waddell's going to have media availability tomorrow. Give us your read on this situation. How quickly do you think they'll move to hire a new head coach?
Well, there's no real hurry, but I would think that prior to the draft, which is next week, late next week, that at least have it perhaps a few leading bits. There's not really a hurry. July 1st comes, and then there's free agency. I think you'd like to have your coach in place, so at least he could talk to potential free agents if the Blue Jackets decide to go that way. There are some excellent coaches with previous coaching experience in the NHL that are certainly available, and I would think the Jackets are going to come up with a pretty good coach. I'm sorry, on one hand, for Pascal Vincent. He was dealt a hand that was going to be awfully difficult for him, taking over just days before the start of training camp. But obviously, as we've seen in pretty well all sports, when new management comes in, they want their own person. And obviously, despite some pretty intense and meetings between both Waddell and Vincent, the decision was made. They wanted to hire and go in a new direction.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you. Was there any situation where you think that Pascal Vincent could have talked himself back into this job? Or do you think Don Waddell coming in knew what he had to do, but just wanted to give it the proper due diligence?
Well, I think it was more than giving it the proper due diligence. He at least wanted to obviously get to know Pascal and to find out what made him tick and what his thoughts were on the team, etc. You always want to do that. But as I said just a few moments ago, you want to have your own people, and you're more comfortable if you have somebody that you're comfortable with, and that's obviously the case. So I think Pascal will get a job here quickly. May not be as a head coach in the NHL, but he is highly regarded around the league. He came close to getting the New York Ranger job. The decision was made to go a different direction because they wanted somebody with experience in New York. He certainly would have been a candidate in Winnipeg with Bonus stepping down. So he'll get another opportunity as a head coach. That might be down the road, and I think now it'll be a situation where he becomes an assistant on somebody's staff elsewhere.
Well, Rims, I was going to ask you, of the guys that you've seen out there, the names that are available, there's a lot of names being floated around there. You think a guy like Gerard Gallant has a legitimate shot at coming back to Columbus? I know he was here many, many years ago, but you think they would look that route or go in maybe in a different direction?
I would hope that he would at least get an interview. I think there's, as I said earlier, I think there's some excellent candidates out there. Todd McClellan, who has coached a number of teams, most recently out in Los Angeles. He was dismissed earlier on this season. There are other candidates as well. Minnesota firing their coach, Dean Evison.
I was just going to ask you, he's got the playoff experience. Not that it's been the best record in the playoffs, but he's got experience in the AHL and the NHL. That's a guy that I zero in on and look at as a very good candidate if they could get him.
Well, again, one thing that Don Waddell said previously this week, and I'm sure he'll say it again tomorrow, there's no more hurry to hire a coach. You want to get the best coach. You want to get the right coach. You don't want to jump into anything. And it's now a situation where the only coaching vacancy right now is Columbus. So why not do your due diligence and take your time and end up with the best candidate? And as I said, there are several good candidates.
All right, Rims, name dropping. What do you got?
Well, as you know, I'm on the mend. I'm my fighting weight here now. Down, as I said previously, 15 pounds, and working out here feverishly to get back into top shape. I want to start playing golf. I've got my neck doctor, surgeon, to see next week, and hopefully I get the green light because I want to go just up the road here. And I'm going to try to find Roy McIlroy after that U.S. Open the other day. He just lives not too far up the road here with me in the Tiger Woods neighborhood. So I've got some people that have invited me to play golf up in Palm Beach and Jupiter. So you never know. I might get up there and meet some of the top golfers because a number of them are moving down here with a great deal of regularity.
Are you the guy that hooks Rory up with all the Instagram models and his wife gets pissed off?
Yeah, I wish.
They DM Rimmer and he's like, sorry, I'm happily married, but I know a guy. And then he just passes him along to Rory. That's right.
Rims, I miss you.
I miss you too, buddy. I'm going to make my way here to Columbus before you know it. Be back in the studio and looking for whatever I can get here as far as something with 97.1 The Fan, because that's my station. And as you guys know, doesn't matter what day it is, I'm tuning in as far away as I am. But I don't want to miss you guys for too much longer.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you next week.
I look forward to it. Look forward to dinner again, too. And maybe this time we'll bring T-Bone along.
I love that. It'd be great.
Does that mean he gets to pick up the check, or I still have to pick up the check?
I can pick it up. Yeah, let's go.
Well, the rookie picks up the check.
Okay.
That's right. There we go.
Right. Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Back page coming up. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You should know the roadway is reduced to one lane on northbound 71 on the north side at 17th Avenue. It's causing about a 40-minute delay there. We also have a slowdown on eastbound 70 on the east side between Hamilton Road and 270. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority, your local expert. Is water seeping into your basement? Are your basement walls cracking? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the basement waterproofing experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Now at White Castle, you can get 12 chicken rings for just $3.99. Tender on the inside, crispy on the outside. Choose from classic, Hidden Valley Ranch, or new smoky barbecue. White Castle. Follow your crave. Limited time only at participating castles. Tax not included.
If your garage door is so old that somehow it was there before your house was, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful Clopay doors. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
With Tire Discounter's new TD Chat BS, we can detect deception over the phone. Let's call a typical tire store.
Yellow, cheapo tire where we bolt them on for less.
Yes, I am in need of tires and lubricant for my vehicle.
Great, come on in. We'll slap on some new tires.
And what about the lubricant exchange?
Oh, yeah. We send you over to Ollie's Oil for that.
Location?
They're right down the road. I can almost see them from here.
Deception. Destination is 5.2 miles away.
Well, I'll be.
I may also need braking analysis.
Oh, Bert's Brakes will take good care of you.
Calculating. Time and distance for 2 additional trips.
You mean you want to do tires, oil change, and brakes all in one fell swoop?
Exactly. I observe that Tire Discounters is close by.
Ugh, Tire Discounters.
And they are experts at oil changes, brakes, shocks, and...
I'm losing you.
Hello? I'm sorry. Your system has crashed.
Stop in today for Savor the Summer Savings.
Guys, it's summer and it's time to do more outdoors. But do you feel out of energy, lacking motivation, and mental focus? It could be low testosterone. Low T affects millions of men, and it happens naturally. The solution, testosterone replacement therapy at Low T Center. It starts with a quick test and results are fast. Don't wait. Take control of your health. And now Low T Center is offering a free initial test. So if you're over 30, schedule a visit at lowtcenter.com today. Offer till July 6th. That's lowtcenter.com. Terms and conditions apply.
The Fan is your home for the Dallas Cowboys.
No, we're not. You can't say that. Take 2.
The Fan is your home of the Buckeyes. Yes, that's right. Same thing, but more playoff success. Now give Big Voice Guy another brandy. Thank you. The Fan.
Hey, folks, it's Austin Ward, and people continue to compliment me on my new appearance by asking how much weight I've lost with Awaken 180. I tell them now it's 55 pounds, but reaching a number on the scale was not my primary goal. I wanted to reset my health. I neglected it for so long, blaming it on lack of time. But it wasn't the time that I didn't have for exercise holding me back. It was simply knowing how to eat. Non-scale goals are the number one reason for calling Awaken 180. Jim from Whitehall wanted to get rid of his CPAP machine. Jen from Riverley wanted relief from her back pain. Tim from Westgate wanted to manage his diabetes. And Charles from Grove City just wanted to fit into size 34 pants again. Sure, those goals are achieved by reaching a number on the scale. But it's not about the number. It's about feeling happy, being healthy. What goal do you want to achieve by losing weight? Bring that to Awaken 180 and reach it. Do what we all did and choose the solution for weight loss. Online at awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. If you listen to my show every day, congratulations, you're getting the best. Now I want you to drive the best. But unlike the lie I told before, Jermaine Lexus really is the best. I just picked up my brand new RX 350 a few weeks ago. It is fabulous. They want to make you a customer for life. Right now, rates are as low as 1.9%. Lease payments are as low as $489 a month. And the Memorial Courtesy vehicles are now on the lot. Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. Check them out online, JermaineLexus.com. Tell them Common Man sent you.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. The fine host of the Buckeye Show, your friend and mine, Timmy Hall.
Oh, my crackers. Cracker lovers.
Uncle.
We did get some crackers. We did.
Yeah. How we doing?
Good.
Great. You know what today is?
Happy Wildcard Wednesday.
We have a prize to give away, a family 5-pack of tickets plus paddock passes to the Honda Indy 200 at Mid-Ohio, Friday, July 5th through Sunday, July 7th. Passes are good for the entire weekend. Tickets can be purchased now at midohio.com/tickets.
That's a good prize.
This one, I don't know. Yeah, that's right. That's what we're giving away for Wildcard?
Yeah.
Because I
No. That's just a
I have a
standard
different
giveaway.
price for
the
Wildcard.
pecan pennies.
I didn't know that. Usually all the prize sheets go through me.
Well, because I do Wildcard Wednesday, so this was your prize sheet for just to give away.
How about we give them both away?
Can we do that?
Why not? Let's
All right.
combine them.
Combine
The prizes.
Okay.
What else do they get, Bone?
They're also going to get a $50 gift card to Pecan Pennies. Pecan Pennies, your downtown home for barbecue, happy hour, and soccer.
There you go. We'll
Pick a
combine
good
them.
one.
So this one goes to AJ, who says, my senior hurlers. I love this as a wild card. He said, Thitoff said, and then he spelled out the word. I'm going to say substitute word for crap rhymes with thit. He said this on Monday on Morning Juice.
Really?
Shark dumped it, but they left it in the podcast.
Why did he say it?
Come on, Tito.
Well, I don't know. He said it, I guess. I don't know. AJ's just telling us it's in the podcast on Monday.
I just want to know the context of the conversation.
Was he trying to be funny, or did he get upset? Did he make a mistake and try to cover it up? That kind of thing.
Either way, it happens to the best of us. Or in this case, Tito.
And the worst of us.
But then F-bomb Jen.
But then he also said, Bone, I'm seeing Reliant K this weekend, and I'll buy you a ticket if you want to go. There's no question here. Just wanted to say those particular things. You don't have to buy me a ticket, AJ, because I will already be at that show with my wife.
Look at you.
We are going.
But is Saltine going to be there?
You know what? I don't know if Saltine's going to be there.
Go to the New Albany Taco Bell. Ask for Saltine. He'll hook you up.
I said this in your chat today, and all I can think about when you discuss a friend at a fast food spot is your boys at
Steve?
Arby's back when they were banging.
Yep,
and
Steve.
what they would do.
Worked at Arby's when I was in high school. He would always say, "Come on by, I'll give you some stuff from the window." We couldn't tell him what we wanted. He would just hand us a bag of stuff.
Random, just free.
Right. After like the third time, we noticed he never gave us any beef and cheddars. And I said, "Hey, Steve, man, I like all the stuff you're giving me, but why no beef and cheddars?" He said, "You don't want beef and cheddar." I said, "Yes, I do. I like beef and cheddar." He says, "No, I put my pee-pee in the beef and cheddar sauce."
Come on, Steve. Steve-O!
Now, you would think that would turn me off from beef and cheddars for the rest of my life, but it didn't. No, I didn't go there when Steve was working at that location.
Does it matter?
But you know what? I assume there's pee-pee in everything now. What's the difference?
That's right.
Do you ever think about what we've had?
No, because I don't want to.
Lives?
Ignorance is bliss.
Do we eat spiders? Do we do that?
Not like they say, but I'm sure we have eaten spiders.
Pop
They
walks right into your mouth?
They debunked that. It's not like
myth
what they said.
that?
Like you eat like 80 of them in your life or whatever.
That's
No
BS.
way. That can't.
All
be
right,
true.
Timmy's got a big show tonight. Who's your special guest?
Special guest, he's here and accounted for. Head basketball coach at Ohio State, Jake Diebler. He's going to start off the first half hour of the program, so we're excited about that. And Tyvis is our lovely co-host tonight.
Tyvis's jeans are painted on.
Kramer?
Painted on. He's going to need the jaws of life to get him out of those things.
He's like a board.
A board?
Walking like a board.
Oh,
stiff as
rigid.
a board.
Stiff.
Rigid.
Yes.
Stiff.
Those are...
Yes.
Go ahead, Timmy.
Taut.
Taut.
Erect.
Who said that?
No.
Who said that?
No.
You just said taught. That's all.
Buckeye Show, top of the hour, right here on the Fan back page.
The back page. The back page with Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Bone.
Well, man, Justin Timberlake was arrested for driving while intoxicated in Sag Harbor this week in New York on Long Island. Now, he apparently, when he was arrested or when he was pulled over, he was driving, I think, on the wrong side of the road and possibly switched lanes a couple times without signaling. He was asked to submit to a, test, and he declined. So that's where this
That's a
driving
failed
while
test. If you
intoxicated.
decline, it's failed.
That's right. I just want to give the context of what it was.
not to test.
Well, that's right. So apparently, Long Island's most iconic musical resident, at the very least, maybe most iconic resident, Billy Joel, gave an interview to a local news station, PIX11. This was the statement he was given when asked about that incident. Said, "Do you have any comment on Justin Timberlake getting arrested for driving while intoxicated?" He said, "Quote, judge not, lest ye be judged."
At least he didn't wrap it around a tree like I have.
I was going to say, maybe amend that too. Judge not, lest you've driven a car into someone's living room.
Yes, he's done that and wrapped it around
a tree. That's right. Yeah. So anyway, there you go. He weighed in. I like that they actually asked him, just because why? There's no reason to ask him, but yet that's how the New York media works. They're like, we should bug Billy Joel because
he was at a restaurant and they just caught him coming out of the restaurant,
and they thought, let's get
Justin Timberlake drunk. What do you think?
JT DUI.
It's amazing the things they don't answer, because they're also probably asking them questions like, what do you think? Umpires got it wrong on the check swing in the Dodgers-Rockies games, yes or no? It's just like, he didn't answer that one, but he answered this one.
I'm sure Billy had a glass houses joke, right? Don't throw stones.
Oh, right. There you go. Well, that's pretty much the same thing as what he said. He just didn't do the album there.
No.
The cover of that one is, I'm going to guess, him standing in front of a window or glass.
It was his glass house.
The glass house.
I know, because that's all his albums are.
Standing and staring.
Bone likes abstract.
Whatever the name of the album is, that's what he's going to be doing in the photo. That's exactly
Bone
it.
wants an album called Glass Houses and then just a picture of a duck.
Sure, that could be a thing.
Jungle.
Why not?
He wants
Leave
the
it
River
vague.
of Dreams in the glass house.
I see. Buckeye Show is next. Jake Diebler in studio to start the show. We're back tomorrow. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You should know the right shoulder is blocked on northbound 71 on the north side at 17th Avenue, causing a 15-minute delay and some stop-and-go traffic from East Broad Street. There's also a slowdown on westbound 70 downtown between the 71 East Split and Livingston Avenue. This report is sponsored by Pierre's Ice Cream. Get your spoons ready for Pierre's Ice Cream. Cherry vanilla, cookies and cream, nuts about Buckeyes. All Pierre's flavors are next level. Made in Ohio, made with the best. Pierre's Ice Cream. We've got your flavor. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
This is a Fan Action Update.
This NFL Action Update is brought to you by Tipico. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. The Los Angeles Rams have the second best odds to win the NFC West at plus 330. Their odds to make the playoffs this season are minus 102 to make and even money to miss. Over-under season win total sits at 8.5 games, and the Rams are 32-1 to win the Super Bowl. Good for a time for the 14th best odds in the NFL. For your Tipico Action Update, I'm Scotty Vegas.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, here to introduce you to Tansky Power Sports. That's right, check out our growing inventory of golf carts, electric bikes, and dirt bikes. And the fleet keeps growing. This month, come rent a golf cart for the 4th of July. We're located at 2491 West Dublin Granville Road in Columbus. Visit TanskyPowersports.com to book yours today. And when you think power sports, think Tansky.
Think Tansky. The Columbus Men's Clinic opened in 2014 for guys who get it done. Let's talk, fellas. You solve problems all day at work. You fix your sink when it's broken. But when it comes to ED and low T, it doesn't get done. We get it. You hate going to the doctor, but you're the guy that fixes things. At the Columbus Men's Clinic, there's nothing to fear and no reason to delay. We've been destroying bedroom boredom for a decade. So if you haven't fixed this, call us. When the pills fail, call us. If you feel like you've tried everything, call us. Here, there's hope. From the conventional to the next
next level. You'll be seen by our friendly, discreet physician who will take the time to listen. Imagine finally taking care of this with no surgery. Imagine going from feeling gray to living life in vibrant color. It's time to be confident. Join the thousands of guys who have found success after walking through our doors. Will you be one of them? Dial 614-300-7400 or go to ColumbusMen'sClinic.com to schedule a $99 male performance consultation, including blood work. Do it for you. Do it for her. ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Book your appointment now.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Call 614-502-5220 to schedule your free in-home estimate today. And for every 2 windows you buy, you get the next 2 free, plus 0% financing for 60 months. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
At Speedway, get a small Slurpee drink for only $1 with Speedy Rewards. Welcome to Slurpee World, filled with classic flavors like cherry and blue raz, and new flavors like peach candy lemonade. Will you swirl them together or keep it simple? This is your Slurpee World after all. Small Slurpee drinks are only $1, only with Speedy Rewards, so you can mix it up every time. Get yours today at Speedway. Slurpee, anything flows. Valid through 1/7/25. Speedway has the right to end this promotion early. Participating U.S. stores. See app for full terms.
A healthy body needs good food. This summer, the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce is sponsoring Sun Meals, a summer food program where kids eat free. Children under 18 receive healthy meals and no sign-up is required. Locations may be right in your neighborhood. Call 1-866-348-6479 or visit education.ohio.gov/kidseat for meal locations and times. That's education.ohio.gov/kidseat.